Hello and welcome back to Break the Press, 4th episode, 4 in a row like Man City. And if you can see, I don't have my normal glasses on. I've got these wonderful shades because I'm the only one here on the panel today that can say that their team won. So before we get into the discussions and the debates and the games, of course, alongside me, as always, is my 3 co-captains, Abdul, Dean and Youssef. And without any further ado, let's get into the first game, the biggest game of the match week. Liverpool 6, Tottenham 3 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And guys, are Liverpool running away with it now? Top at Christmas. They've absolutely battered Spurs, who, some predicted me as well. I thought that Spurs could, try and show them a little bit that they can get exposed. No, they got banged up. So, yeah, I mean...
I think they got away with it as well. It could have been more goals.
It could have been more.
They could have had way more goals.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the biggest talking point, the first talking point is the little Egyptian. And it's still going. Keeps going.
We're waiting for that Christmas post. We are all waiting for that.
I don't know, man.
It is 1 week
I don't know. Maybe he's got like the... Maybe like that's not going to work anymore.
So you think this is the season? It doesn't drop off?
15 goals, 11 assists, right? Before Christmas?
He's on matches.
Never been done before.
He's on track to beat his other record, the 32 goals.
32 goals. That'll be, if he breaks that, I mean, look, that's going to be an insane season. I mean, it's like he wrapped up the Player of the Year already,
Yeah.
Three performances.
Is he the greatest Premier League player now?
People have been saying
of all time. What the heck are you on?
They've been saying it's been increasing.
Really?
People have been talking about it.
No
People
way.
have been.
Ain't no way.
No.
I mean, his consistency is
Friday.
very, very
Of
good.
course, no. He's in the debate. He's in the discussion.
Oh, Thierry Henry's still better.
I think
In terms
Thierry...
as a footballer, yeah.
As a footballer, yes. I think Thierry Henry is the best of all time. And I think Salah's there, though. I'd say he's top 5.
Of all time.
In the Prem.
People are going that crazy now.
Yeah, I think he's top 5, yeah.
They have been going. It just gets bigger. But
Dude, don't even have recency, like...
No, it's not recency because it's been like 7 years.
Yeah, because
now.
he's playing for like almost 8 years.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if people are having this type of debate. I thought like the right winger did
I
it.
think-
No, that was dead. That was dead. Like first game in the season,
I
second game in the
think
season.
it's more for the fact that like he might leave at the end of the season, so like people are looking at his
true.
time at Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean...
What his time at Chelsea?
What?
Well, what about his time at Chelsea?
So let's put him down for that.
No.
That's not his way.
I think, yeah. Did Henry ever fail at Arsenal? No.
He didn't score in his first 8 games.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not including that. No, I think he's top 5. I think Henry... Obviously, I'm not going to come up with a list now, but like... Obviously,
What about, so you're saying forwards or just in players in general?
in general.
Wow.
Or he's anywhere in that top 5?
But
Yeah,
it's
in
not
general.
only one title, is that... He could have 2, obviously.
He
but
could have
one.
had 3.
He could have had 4.
There were 97 points. They didn't win it. Again, it was like, 96, something like that.
2020, 2021, they should have won it. It
Yeah.
wasn't for VVD.
And that Premier League title that they won in 2020 is probably the most dominant league
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
You could talk about the Centurions. Obviously, they got 100 points, and that is domination. But the fact that they were 20 points in
27.
27 in February, was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
27
That-
was clear. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Because they hadn't lost the game.
That's incredible. And you're still competing with that Centurion side, which obviously is different. Like, they lost a few players and stuff, but it's the same cast, it's the same manager,
right,
it's
yeah,
the same, it's the same club. And yeah, I think he's definitely.
But I think
top
the
5.
key thing is that also Salah's changed. It's like his game has evolved since
Yeah.
then. Of course, before we
Yeah.
associate him to being like that lethal, new gen winger, inside forward, basically a striker, especially with Firmino in the middle. But now, I mean, look, people have talked about last year as well that he's trying to go into his like playmaker arc or whatever. But even this, he's got the double already by February, and it's not like he's gonna stop. It looks like he's just gonna keep going and going. And maybe I don't think this year, like people of course banking on the Christmas post. I don't think the Christmas post will do anything this year. I think it's inevitable that Liverpool win the league this year. It'll be inevitable.
Nah. So then the Ballon d'Or talks then.
Yeah.
I think it's early for that.
Champions League will
Wait,
decide.
are Liverpool they're still in all competitions, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
top of
yeah.
the Champions League. They're top of the Premier League. They're in the Carabao Cup semi-final.
And
FA
FA
Cup.
Cup,
So
yeah.
they've had, one loss this season?
Against
Nottingham,
Nottingham.
that's it.
Yeah.
The whole season.
Yeah, it's one loss, yeah.
Because if they've not gone out in the Carabao
They didn't
Cup,
lose in Champions League either, yeah.
and they're still in the Carabao Cup, so it's 1 loss this season.
Yeah.
Wow.
1 loss, 2 draws.
I mean, is that what's it called? Like a props to Honest Lot or
Yes.
props to
Yeah.
Yes.
It has to be.
Yes, and I
Has
was
to be.
waiting until the Salah talk kind of dimmed down because honestly, I don't think we've bigged him up enough. Like, this guy is incredible.
Yeah.
We spoke about him before, his journey coming to Liverpool, and the kind of image that he had. Like, he was their second, third choice, and now he's bullying, and he's put the Premier League in a headlock. He's put the Champions League in a headlock.
Penitentiary.
The
Arnie Slot penitentiary.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's locking up everyone, and of course they've got the best. Like they've got the best squad. We've touched on this before. Like in the Premier League, in terms of the first 11, in terms of the first 11, they've got the best squad. 1 second. Sorry, Alex. Isak just called me. I'll call him after. Stop.
That's got to be a cut.
No, why? Why?
But who cares?
Clap.
No, it doesn't matter. Stop clapping.
No clapping. We'll clap for Arnie Slot. I'll never clap for a rival.
Alright.
Yeah, you will.
You're the one that just said clap.
So if Tottenham beat Liverpool, wouldn't you? To put you top of the year, you would clap. You'd be like,
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Listen, no, I won't clap. I'll give him his flowers. Right. He's been the best manager. You could argue Nuno Santo. Actually, he's doing a very good job with Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, but he's breaking all the records.
Yeah,
so that's the problem with it. It's not like he's just leading the league. He's doing it in his own way. That makes it.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's a debate there because of how good Nottingham Forest are with their record.
True.
But obviously, Arne Slot, in Europe, the effect he's having on this Liverpool team, the in-game management that's changing, that's giving them these wins. You know, obviously Jurgen Klopp, Premier League legend, managerial legend, and towards the end of his tenure, you could see he couldn't adapt to the modern game as much as the other managers, for example, and there was a decline, and he did say that it was taking a toll on him. You know, he was tired. And I honestly remember the little tweaks that he did, like putting Trent inside, tucking him in as a modern foot. No, you don't need Trent there. Arne Slot's putting him back out wide, and I think that leads on to our next point, which is Trent. Anyone want to talk about him?
I mean,
Hala Madrid?
Oh.
I hope so.
Really?
It's gonna happen probably.
I think Liverpool fans are not hoping so that Trent leaves. And I think that's the one that Liverpool fans want to stay the most. You know, how old is Trent? I mean, what? He's probably
27.
26.
22?
That's crazy.
22? Are you mad?
We'll check.
Nah, I think he's at least 26.
young.
He's 26.
He's 26, 27, something like that.
I think he's 25.
Nah, he's not that.
26.
I think it's 26. I think it's 26.
He can't be that old.
Fact check.
Where is it?
Down.
Oh, he's 26.
26.
Oh, he was 25 though this year.
No, but 26, alright? Not 22,
Just
right?
26. Just 26.
He's not 22, alright? That's 3 years
Yeah, he's
difference.
not 22.
4 years
It feels like he's been here forever, right?
Nah, but look, 26, like, bro, that this guy, in that game, I feel like, you know, people gave man match to Salah and Diaz. I feel like he was perfect in that game, nearly. Defensively, he didn't make too much of a mistake. And of course, everyone's criticised him over the past few years on, you know, not being able to defend and stuff like that.
Son makes it easy, man.
Son does make it easy.
Terrible
I was going to
player.
mention him, but
Terrible player. But
we'll mention him later, but
yeah, of course.
I'm saying Trent, I don't think it's even, I mean, of course he did a good job on Son, who in past years has been a world-class winger, but I'm saying Trent in general.
Agree.
Okay, look, right, I know you're a hater. I'm saying he's been a good winger in the Premier, right? Now, but I'm saying Trent in general, like, for a right back, that type of passing, like, it's such a cliche now, we keep saying it, but he's so good.
Yeah.
Like, every time you watch him play, the balls he plays, crosses, he could do every type of pass, and he finds it perfectly. And I think he got in that game, he got like 2 assists or something. I mean, loads of goals are going through, but it's not even just the 2 assists. The chances he makes is just insane.
I mean, yeah, talking about that passing, people are calling him a generational player, and he is for that passing ability, because why can't hundreds of other players do it? And you're talking about the chance creation. You know the Diaz goal, that cross. Yeah. He did it about 3-4 times, but Jota was on the end of it, and he kept like missing them all out. But that is something. What Trent gives you is something that you can't defend against tactically. How do you stop something like that? Because you could pressure him, but then he's still gonna find the pockets inside. Then that's going to leave Salah open, or he can touch the byline. The crosses he gave for those Jota chances, Diaz, they were from the same area of the pitch, obviously, but some were from deeper, some were for more inside, and the Diaz one was when he was really wide. So that's something that you can't discount, and that's something that's priceless. And imagine that in any team. That's chances. That's chances. This is
a fullback to be like, if you give him one chance, he's gonna punch you. For a fullback to be that like lethal is, it shows your generation. I think it has to be considered that.
Yeah, and if he does go to Liverpool, to Real Madrid, that's a big loss because of what he is able to do. And talking about his defensive, he hasn't been exposed this season. He's been very solid, really good defender.
Well, you mentioned obviously Trent, Salah. I was talking about all the goods about Liverpool, but how bad were Tottenham?
Yeah, terrible. I feel sorry for Ange. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I do feel sorry for him. Listen, you've lost your goalkeeper, who's probably top 3, top 4 in the league.
Yeah.
Very, very good shot stopper. You've lost Van de Ven, who I think is an insane centre back. You've lost Romero, who people say is great. I kind of have a reserved opinion, but he's still a good centre back. And you lose your left back. It's very tough. And they've played Archie Gray there, who's a midfielder, who's 18 years old, and Dragusin, who's not good enough.
But then we can say the tactics. If you know your defense is that weak, why is the game so end-to-end against a side like Liverpool as well?
True, no, it's true, but yeah, that's the thing you can't argue against. He's so stubborn in his way, but he has nothing to show for it yet, except for a few good results against Man City or maybe whatever teams he's gotten to. They didn't finish top 4. He has no credit really.
And where's the progression? You thought this kind of manager would come in and they're gonna finally be a more serious team, but feels like stagnation again for them.
I mean, that being said, obviously we're talking about Amorim because I'm gonna compare. Amorim, the players that United have are terrible, so we can't microscopically, look at Amorim yet. Of course, Ange has been here for a longer time, 18 months, 19 months, 20 months, nearly 2 years. But these players aren't good enough, man. Bissouma, terrible. Terrible player. Heung-min Son, terrible player. If he doesn't get these little shots and if he doesn't get a shot on target, he does nothing the whole game. Solanke, who's a really good player, and he did get the assist and the goal was very impressive.
The goal was impressive.
He doesn't have a role in this system. He doesn't help him build up. The goals and the assist he got, that was just 2 incidents the whole game. When Tottenham were attacking, we didn't see Solanke. I'm not saying he's a great player, he's a great finisher, good striker, but was he their ideal striker? Do they have a role for him? I don't know.
But one player though, Kulusevski.
Yeah.
That's the shining light in that team, I think.
Yeah, I mean...
the goal he scored as well was amazing. The little chip ball from Solanke's pass.
Yeah.
Finish was good.
That's a very hard technique because it's dropping down and you have to hit that with power. Because the way he hit it as well, it wasn't like a proper laces shot.
He kind of fakes the idea that he was going to lace it and just places it past him.
Brilliant.
So it was that was a nice goal. We should talk about Liverpool's goals though. I mean, they're all very similar goals, I think.
Yeah.
They're just kind of taking on 3-4 players at the back. I mean, Salah's goals, look at the first Salah goal he scores. It hits 3-4 players and then it bounces to him.
Yeah. They are the most... what's the word?
Tottenham or Liverpool, he took it.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
What's the word? They don't miss their chances. What's the word?
Clinical.
Clinical. They are the most clinical team in the league, and that's what champions do. They don't mess around. They don't waste chances.
Yeah.
But
they did miss a few, but the idea is, they do have that 90% conversion.
They miss a few, but their big chances they don't miss.
Yeah.
Their big chances they don't miss. They scored 6 goals, but come on, you can find faults in every single goal.
That's what I was gonna say. There was they scored 6 goals, but I feel like there was not enough quality in those goals. Of course, the players themselves, they did well, and we'll talk about players like Sabozan and stuff who had
defenders didn't make it hard for them.
Exactly, and I feel like, and the main thing that I saw every time you see the highlight of a goal, someone's running back for Tottenham. Pedro Porro is halfway across the pitch.
The lazy defender, man. I said it, lazy.
Yeah.
For their last goal, I think it was. He's just jogging back.
Yeah,
he's the one that was part of losing that ball, and he's jogging back. Come on, are you seriously? You're telling me Ange is not telling these players to run back into position?
No, but the thing is though, when they lose the ball so high up, their right back is playing right wing. He's touching their box. And of course, Liverpool, you know how quick they're on transition. It's they're very, very quick. They're very good on transition.
But Porro could have stopped that pass inside.
Yeah, especially the last one. I'm saying for all the goals in general.
Yeah.
Porro's running back, or at least he has to run. It's not just Porro. Who was playing left back for them in that game? Or Jet Spence. Same thing. He had an okay game, I'd say, against Salah. It was alright, you can't really do too much against Salah in this form. But I'm saying their fullbacks are always running back, and that's not even too dumb. Jet Spence is not a lazy defender. He's actually trying to get back. But it's too much distance to cover.
Yeah.
It's too far.
So that goes back at Ange.
Exactly. Yeah. But look, how Ange is. He's going to stick with this thing.
Yeah.
They could have had him, Tottenham. They could have had Arne Slot, but...
Wait, they did? Wait.
Yeah, they were linked to him. They were going to go for him, and they didn't.
Do we...
Promise, yeah.
Do we think he's going to get sacked soon?
Who? Ange Postecoglou?
No, Arne Slot. Yeah.
Why not?
Right.
Arne Slot. Ange Postecoglou, yeah. What I said.
I think he has to go on a run of games or they lose because they have this weird form right now.
What's their losses right now? Like,
We'll
generally
check.
in the Premier
But
League?
like they're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup,
That's the thing, yeah. Like,
and then they'll beat a City 4-0. So
Who's
it's
in
just
the second
I don't
round?
think like I think if he
Tottenham.
wins the
Oh,
Carabao Cup in it, I think they'd just stick with him.
Of course they would. Of course they would. I
I
mean,
don't see a point of.
as an outsider looking in, we can appreciate Ange's good work.
Yeah.
But as a Tottenham fan, I would be like
Livid.
on the edge of like.
But
Everything.
the thing is, not he's had
Everything,
what? He's had
yeah.
like 4 windows now. Like,
But we know Tottenham, they don't spend.
True,
yeah,
but-
their owner does
but
not
it,
help.
I mean,
them,
they
though.
bought Solanke for big money.
They sold Kane for what, 90, 100, around there.
100, yeah.
Yeah, they spent money on Solanke, and then the reinforcements, have they been good? Archie Gray, very bright talent. He was brought in for like, I think 35 million, somewhere around there. He's not been utilised right. Of course,
But after
you could say-
injuries, yeah.
you could say that, right? You could, and I agree with you. But why haven't we seen him in the midfield?
At least once.
Injuries. He has to be
No,
full
but at
injuries.
least once. You're telling me he can't
Nah,
play.
I think it's because
in
of
a-
injuries.
No, but their midfield has been like, it's been okay. Like you're telling me he can't play in front of Bissouma, stuff like
Yeah, I
that.
mean, if we look at the form, so we'll start from when they beat City in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
2-1 against City, then 4-1 Villa, then they lose to Galatasaray in the Europa League, then they lose to Ipswich, then they beat City 4-0, then they draw to Roma, draw to Fulham, then they lose to Bournemouth, lose to us, then they 5-0 Southampton, and then they beat
I mean,
United, then they lose to Liverpool.
Chelsea fans, not Chelsea, I mean, Tottenham fans have been saying this entire time, like, they're so inconsistent. I mean, even though the results, those sort of random
What's their
losses,
win-loss?
Yeah.
What's their
is
loss?
just insane. And I mean, look, I mean, in terms of Andrew getting sacked, I think it would be too difficult for them to sack. I don't think they'll stick through this, guaranteed.
Who would they
the
get
whole
though?
season.
Like,
Yeah, that's
Same.
another
I don't
question.
know.
oh my god,
I don't know.
ETH at
Eric Ten Hag.
no,
Burn about.
no way.
Oh my god,
No
ETH.
way. No.
At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I think ETH would do good for them.
Why? What suggests that?
No.
What do you mean? What's
He'll
just
spend
that?
700 million and to get
No, because he will never
Yeah.
get 700. I feel like.
And instead of buying the good players, he bought the crap players. He's gonna sign from He's gonna sign players from Man United. He's not gonna get Ahmad. He'll get Garnacho.
yeah.
Exactly.
No, but I feel like if you give like Eric Ten Hag like the budget of Spurs, and I feel like
They don't have a budget.
That's what I mean.
Spurs don't have a
Because
budget.
Ajax said that he never had a budget. I feel like it will suit him.
But Ajax are like,
I
you know what I
think
mean?
not.
They're the production of football.
True,
Like,
but
young
I
talent.
feel like he would do well for them.
No.
No, I
No.
think he will.
No.
If I'm a Tottenham fan, most of them, they should be, they're not on this Ange side anymore, because what do you get from it? You'll beat Southampton 5-0. Mate, every team can do that. You know what I mean?
They can't.
Wolves can do that. I'm just saying, okay, cool, yeah, but
They can't even probably.
you can, okay, except for Manchester, the whole of the UK can do that. But then you just get pantsed up by Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, not
So
City
where-
again.
Yeah, where are they going to
Not Man United again, not Manchester again. But like, yeah, what does this football give you?
Where's the progression? That's the biggest problem.
Like, I don't want to be slapped up by rival teams and then beat the small teams. Like,
Yeah, and never see any progress.
yeah, and that's the pattern that's been going on these 2 years. That's the pattern. They lose against the big teams, and when it doesn't matter against the small teams, they win.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, do you put this down, this bad run of form,
No.
to injuries or and in general? What do you-
Both.
Yeah. It's both.
It's
Yeah,
both.
it's both.
Both.
It's both. It has to. Be.
If we're gonna apply injuries to City, if we're gonna apply injuries to Arsenal, we have to apply it to Tottenham as well. It's
100%.
unfair on them. We can't, you know what I mean? Pep's without Rodri. Arteta was without Odegaard.
Now out with Saka.
I didn't get his
Why is he
sympathy
not
last
saying?
year.
Alright, stop. He's
Where's my
gonna break down.
sympathy?
We're gonna break down,
You didn't
alright?
have a team. You didn't have a team even last year.
Ooh, what?
Because last year you had so many injuries, you didn't have a team.
Oh yeah, but
But
no one
yeah.
cared about that, did
But
they?
yeah,
Exactly.
no, but
Yeah.
as in like we should apply, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We
Yeah,
should-
you're
we should
right.
apply.
I mean, anything else you want to talk about the Liverpool game?
Van Dijk. Talk about
Oh,
Van Dijk.
actually, no, that's one thing I was
Yeah.
going to say. You know, I saw a graphic yesterday. I think like, in terms of appearances in the squad right now for Liverpool, I think the top 4 is it's Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, and Alisson. So, and of course, there's something that links the top 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Contract out.
Yeah.
Now, it's a big debate right now. I mean, I saw Sky Sports doing it as well. Look, if you had one choice, if you were the head of Liverpool, you had the final decision to keep one of the 3. Who are you picking out of those 3?
Van Dijk.
I'm picking Van Dijk as well.
Well, I mean, I saw a graphic that said that since Salah's arrival to Liverpool, he scored 61% of their goals. So
61.
It's 61% of the
Since
goals.
17-18.
Yeah, since 17-18. So since 2017 to now, he's got
That's
61%.
That's Messi type
so,
numbers.
yeah, so if you get rid of him, that's 61% of their goals.
That's true, but
As in, what do you mean? As in, like, he scored 60.
Yeah, 61% of their goals.
But you
What?
can
No, but that's true. But look at Virgil van Dijk's Anfield record.
True, yeah.
In 100 games, how much or around there? How much had he lost? Probably 3 or 4.
I think you're more likely to recreate Salah's contributions,
Yeah.
but you can't recreate Van Dijk's kind of perception as a centre back. He's too good.
He is head and shoulders above everyone.
Yeah, you can't recreate that. I think.
Yeah.
So I'd go Van Dijk. What are you going for?
But Salah is still an argument.
Trent, though, like
We have to though because the other two are just.
chance
It's like-
creativity from a right back.
No, it's like Salah and Van Dijk and Trent as players. They're all on table 1, but in terms of effect, I think Trent is just a bit below.
It's more about like the drop off. I mean, how bad do you think the drop off will be?
Yeah.
Even with Konate,
Yeah.
you can see Liverpool are still conceding goals now. Imagine they lose Van Dijk. That's a completely different scenario. And also they already got kind of replacements for Trent already. I mean, look, Conor Bradley
Yeah, of
when Trent
course,
was
yeah.
injured.
But is Conor Bradley though on the
No,
same?
no. But I'm saying in terms
Or
of
like
like,
even similar, like then.
They're not similar players, but Conor Bradley can still do a job.
Yeah.
But can he create the type of goals that in like them crosses?
No, he can't.
Diagonals.
But-
Like,
No, but then
stuff
there's
like
more.
that.
But then there will be more onus on the rest of the team.
yeah.
If Van Dijk's out, how do you defend more as a team? You can't.
As
You
well,
can buy a centre back. Surely,
Yeah, but that level.
None on his level. Saliba's getting
who said
there.
Liverpool can't get Saliba?
Oh hell no!
Alright,
Yeah, all right, mate.
I saw
Alright,
people
yeah.
talking about. I mean, look, Liverpool have been losing. Like Liverpool have lost like attackers before.
Yeah,
I'm saying
exactly.
though,
Yeah.
long-
When have they had a
No,
centre
no.
back this great? Like.
No, but like
Yeah.
I remember Jamie Redknapp was talking about how they went from like Jamie Redknapp was talking about it, was saying that they went from like Ian Rush to Dalglish and keep going.
Suarez,
Suarez,
Yeah, exactly.
Balotelli,
Coutinho.
Andy Carroll.
Okay.
Alright, I'm saying like attackers. I'm saying like players like Coutinho stuff like that.
Oh,
They'll
Ricky
be able to
Lambert.
make it.
Yeah, Ricky Lambert, yeah.
yeah.
Fabio Borini.
Balotelli.
Really.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Balotelli,
look,
so-
they're going through. They have the ability to poach like big class attackers, right? But I'm saying centre
they?
backs.
Do they? Actually, no. Because their pull is not that good.
Their pull is not good.
Okay,
It's
no, I'm
not.
saying as in find them. As in people like Luis Diaz, even Luis Diaz is doing well. Even this Tottenham game is very good.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, can you? Is it that easy to do the same thing for centre backs? I don't think so at
No.
all. Not at all. To get off Van Dijk quality.
Centre backs, I think, is the only position
But do
in
you
the
really
world.
need Van Dijk quality? You could have like a
No, but
level,
no.
a little bit below
But
Van Dijk quality.
centre backs is the only position I think in world football where there's a clear drop off.
Mm.
From Van Dijk, Saliba, Gabriel Rudiger, whoever else you want to name. There's a name I can't remember now.
Bastoni.
but-
What if
Bastoni, that's the name.
what if they
Once
sign
you go down
Bastoni,
there,
though?
but once you go down from them, there's a clear difference. There's a clear
Yeah,
difference.
But what if Liverpool signed Bastoni?
No, you're talking about what ifs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What if Van Dijk signs?
There's no one on the level of Van Dijk.
But what if Van Dijk signs? What if he
So
doesn't sign?
so who are you going with? Salah, Van Dijk, who?
No, but you can make an argument for Salah. You
Imagine
can.
10 more years of Trent though.
So you're saying
Imagine.
Trent? You're picking Trent.
But you think that's what he is? Got something. I feel like
And-
if Trent
yeah.
signs
10
now,
more years
if
of
Trent signs
Trent,
now, I
like,
think
what
he's
he's
there for
doing
life.
now, 10 more years. Imagine.
Yeah, there's an argument to
Like,
be made for
he
all
could be
players,
like
but
the greatest ever fullback ever.
you only did that if you go to Real Madrid.
That's true.
Put on the white
I don't think
shirt.
you need to, because if Liverpool continue what they're doing now,
How
you need to go to
Do
Real
you really
Madrid.
think they will?
But,
Do you
what,
really
but
need to
that's
go to
with
Real
no
Madrid?
Virgil and that's with no Salah
It
then.
has to be Virgil. I think it has to be Van Dijk. Look, their best centre back before was Carragher. Now they've gone to Van
Was
Dijk.
it actually?
Yeah. Who
I
else?
thought it was
then?
Lovren, to be honest.
Okay.
I got.
Yeah.
They're decent players, but like they've always had the
Saka?
Dalglishes, the Suarez's. Like it's just it has
How
to be
did Van Dijk?
Oh, we should tell that.
33.
Oh, yeah.
He still has a few more years in him.
But imagine a few more years of Van Dijk got 10 more years of Trent.
There is a complementary.
10 more years of Trent.
Nah.
I mean, look. Okay. I mean, look,
10.
to wrap it up, what do you think is the most likely outcome for this? What do
I
you think
think
will go
most
down?
likely would be Van Dijk, yeah.
As in, do you think only Van Dijk will sign or Salah? I'm
Salah,
saying,
okay,
Salah and Van Dijk signed.
Van Dijk's 75%, and then Salah 50 and Trent 25.
If I'm Real
That's what I'm
Madrid,
doing.
I'm catching the next flight to Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'm going knocking on all 3 of their doors,
Oh, okay.
and I'm saying you better come.
We'll give you 1 million a week. Imagine.
1 million, whatever. Just bring all 3 of them.
Actually, not on
They've
Trent,
got the
don't be on
chemistry
Trent.
with each other. They know each other. That's
Oh
that's
my god,
an
that
insane right hand side.
Oh my days.
I mean,
Insane
what
right
about
hand side.
that? Does that not? They're gonna have like. I mean, we've seen like with the Mbappe issue, like too many play, like he wants to
Yeah,
play.
but I mean, he's
gonna create issues.
slowly
They're
finding
different-
his feet.
They're different positions. That too. as
No,
well.
but okay, what happens to Rodrigo?
And no,
then?
but it looks like Rodrigo's thinking about leaving anyway.
Swap deal?
Maybe Real Madrid, Liverpool signed
Swap
Rodrigo.
deal. Oh, I mean,
they could
actually,
do that. They could do
The,
that.
They
the,
could.
that's the
January
market.
transfer, they swap deal.
Nah, they wouldn't swap
Oh
deal.
my
Nah,
days.
nah.
I mean, look, the pundits are seeing that trend is already wrapped up. I mean, Jamie Carragher, I don't know, I keep talking about them, but they were talking about this as well. But they were saying, like, the way Jamie Carragher was talking about is like, you know, if transfers to be respected by the Liverpool fans, he has to stay. But the way it was told was like, it's already wrapped up. Like, he's already in Cornwall, ready
So
to go
most
to Real
likely to
Madrid.
leave is Trent, but the other
Yeah.
two stay.
He has been
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
for a
it'd
long
probably
time.
be that.
Yeah.
He's
It
been
would
there for
probably
10
be
years.
that.
Imagine 20 years with Trent. I don't think Trent needs to do that.
I mean,
Um,
is that a good segue?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
enough
that's
for
enough.
for Liverpool and their title talk. Let's move on to the other only winners of this table. As there's no Liverpool fan, but Arsenal 5, Crystal Palace 1 at Crystal Palace Stadium.
We'll start with Gabriel Jesus. Then. Go on.
Jesus
At
has
Christmas.
risen. Christmas is 3 days
You,
away.
you were hating on him last
Yeah.
year.
No, I am. No.
You don't
No.
really striker no more.
No. I'm hating on him as I should.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
23 games without a goal or something like that. He went a year without scoring at the Emirates before he scored in the Carabao Cup game. The bottom line is, right, do I want Isak? Of course. But if I was to make any team in the world, who would my striker be? It would be Isak. But do we need Isak? Yes. But the bottom line is,
You still want him to improve, Jesus. You want him to.
yeah,
be good.
but the bottom line is, do I want Jesus? Do we need Isak? Yes, we do. But what we need more than that is Jesus to be good. The bottom line is, I want my strikers to be the best in the league. I don't want to sign another striker. Do you know what I mean? And of course, he's gone 20 games out ago. That's the way he's playing. Yeah, you can't like. It's something that he needs to sort out himself. And you saw after he got the first goal against Crystal Palace in
He's
the Carabao
fine,
Cup,
Yeah.
he did the same type of finishes, and they were unrefutable.
Offside.
They're going in. They go well, you know what I mean, offside. But if they scored, it would have been counted. But you know what I mean, whatever. Crystal Palace, do you know what I mean? He kept on that form. That second goal, you see the placement of that shot, top bins, bro. And
Yeah.
confidence is a hell of a drug.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
Insane confidence. I think is the most unique thing in football, because it can take a player to heights that they will never be again if they don't, obviously, like, you know,
They
like
don't
how
improve.
Rashford,
Yeah.
his peak in 22-23, that's insane. But again, he hasn't been able to replicate that.
Do
but
you think he can?
Jesus, the thing is, yeah, the Crystal Palace 5-1 game, it was a very open game. It was not a 5-1 game. You know how the Liverpool game, that wasn't a 5-1 at the time. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a hammering as in like of them like dominating the game. It was very open, end to end at times. But Jesus, you know, he scored the first goal. He kept it going, scored the second,
You're
and
taking chances.
he took his chances, and he was playing like the 22-23 Jesus, and that was Arsenal at our prime in terms of the way we were playing. Now, if we can get Jesus back to the way we were playing, because you know that his one of his goals, or the second goal, I think. Before the second goal, he was switching positions with Martinelli, as in he was going to left wing, Martinelli was going to... That's the kind of rotations we had in 22-23, which allowed us to be so fluid, so dangerous, and because you can't pick up these positions. If Jesus can get back to these levels, we've got a really good chance. And with Saka being out, which is that's very damaging, and the loss of impact that he has now is scary, because I said we can win the league if we sign someone. I don't know now. Because the loss of Saka is something you can't account for. This guy is a world-class winger, behind Mo Salah, in the world as a winger. You can say whoever you want, I don't care. Saka's better than him.
You said winger.
Oh, do you mean
not-
right wingers?
Do you
Yeah,
mean
right
right winger?
winger.
Okay, right winger. Okay.
Oh, but even if you say winger, yeah. Okay, Salah, Vinicius, Saka. Sure. That's...
We'd have to look through
No.
that one. We're gonna have to look through that one.
No,
Eden Hazard?
no, because... No, you
Now,
can...
inconsistency
No,
guaranteed.
you can say what you want.
No,
Saka's
consistent, yeah.
done it in the best league in the world. He's carried us from...
He's
when
doing
he-
well in the Champions League as well.
Yeah, he's doing well in the Champions League. He's since his Champions League debut, I think he's got the most goals and assists out of every player.
More
Yeah,
than Salah?
yeah,
Oh, no, Salah's in the Europa League, yeah.
yeah. He's got the most goals and
Oh, in the
assists.
Champions League.
Yeah, since
Oh.
his arrival, he's
Since
got,
last year.
but still, you're
No,
comparing.
That's even better, that's even
better.
I'm confirming it.
You're comparing him to Vinicius Junior, who's won Champions League now. Who's that guy? You're comparing. But anyways, you can't account for that loss. This guy wins us games. And of course, we've seen Odegaard out and the kind of drop off. We've never missed Saka for more than 2 games in a row in his whole career. 250 appearances by the age of 23.
So it was inevitable then, would you say?
It was inevitable, but I think it's also Arteta's fault because, again, Saka's up there with the attacking numbers behind Salah in every metric, or sometimes in head. But if we look at the defensive numbers, he's also there. He's in the top 10 for balls won back in the final third. He's doing the defensive work. He's coming back as a right wing back at times, and it's crazy because how is he still up there then with his output? Now imagine if Saka had the role of Kulusevski where he doesn't come back at all. He would be undisputedly the first. Undisputedly the first. Because when you bring him back, that's 30% of his output gone. That's 30, and he's being used like, you know, he's being worked to the ground. So, you know, I'm scared for him. But listen, if we gave him a free role, if we had him like Salah was, where you chill on the wing, he's number 1. I'm telling you now, he's number 1. He'll be most assists, most goals. That's my opinion. Because if we're looking at his numbers while he's doing the defensive work, which Salah doesn't do, which any winger doesn't do, and he's still up there, that's crazy, no? That's crazy.
It's impressive. It is impressive.
That's crazy. Yeah. And his set piece delivery, he's got the full package, and we're losing that now, and it's very scary. But if Jesus can come back to what we saw before, that's gonna lessen the burden. Okay, and we need that. When someone big is out, you need the other people to step in. City right now, their big boy Rodri's out, and their big players, they're not stepping in. Foden's not stepping up. Haaland's not stepping up. If we can have Jesus stepping up and Martinelli stepping up on that right wing, and Trossard, you know, if he can step up, it won't be as big as it could be, but it's a meteoric loss. It's painful, man.
You mentioned that it wasn't a 5-1 game, right? Like you didn't think it was really a... So, in terms of Palace then, what do you think?
I mean, Palace, they set up well. They obviously hit us on the counter with the Sarr goal, who's a very good, important player for them. And they always had that outlet in Mateta, which most teams don't have. And he didn't win the ball a lot of the times, but he got these little fouls. He did win the ball, he did drop the ball, and that's something that gets you up the pitch and puts pressure on us. You know, with Everton and Fulham, they didn't have that. And many teams in the Premier League, they don't have a striker like that. That's able to hold it down as Mateta does, because he's very good at that and he's very 100%. Strong.
He had a chance, remember, the 1v1.
Yeah, the 1v1. Saliba makes a mistake being too nonchalant, falls to Mateta, and Rare with a brilliant save. But I think that's why Crystal Palace they didn't do it the whole game, but they had that outlet. You know what I mean? Yeah. That can swing momentum at times. So I think that's why, you know, we had to... There was that fear there. And obviously, Partey, he's brilliant on the ball and one of the best midfielders in the league this season. Off the ball, we know, you know, he's got no legs. And that first goal, Timber loses it. But if you see Partey, his man loses him. And then
he loses him in the 1v1.
Yeah, loses him in the 1v1. And then he's kind of in no man's land. He's standing somewhere, but he's not trying to get the ball, but he's not trying to cover someone actively. So I think the goals that we concede, again, it's freak accidents and it's freak goals that happen against us that, you know, of course, I'm not saying they don't happen to other teams, but the Fulham game, they didn't have a chance after that. Everton, they didn't have a shot on target. They didn't have a shot. But yeah, we end up with a draw. So it's frustrating things that...
so the games you got coming up, what do you think? Now it's no Saka now.
It's scary, man. We don't have Saka. Saka's out, I think, for 7-8 weeks. Maybe he's back until like March.
We can check.
Wow. February.
February, March. He's missing the North London derby. That's a big game. He's missing, I think, maybe City.
Is he missing your first Champions League leg?
He probably will.
Yeah,
he probably will. He's missing all these games, and it's scary, man.
I mean, in that game, one other thing I found interesting was, I'm pretty sure, was Havertz playing midfield in that game?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so, I mean, look...
You're putting Havertz back in midfield.
I don't think he had that bad of a game, did he? I don't think he did too much, but...
He got a goal. He did get a goal.
That came from his...
It's still a goal.
No, it's a good point, actually, because if you saw Odegaard in that game, he was dropping deep. And that's the Odegaard I want to see. And that's the Odegaard that people don't understand. I said it in the first episode, Odegaard is not number 10. I said he's closer to a 6 than he is a 10.
Yeah.
And at times of build-up, he was deeper than Thomas Partey. And what that allowed Havertz to do is pick up positions. Now, was Havertz good on the ball? No. He's chasing his own touches again. But the thing that Havertz brings is that he's got that goal, the goal ability.
Yeah, 100%.
He got the goal because he's in that position. Now, hopefully, if Mikel Merino, I want to see Mikel Merino in there in these spaces.
Your run of games.
What,
right?
is it 10? Or?
Look, so you got Ipswich, should be fine. Then you got
That's
Brentford
a very
at
tough
home.
game.
Brentford
Very
at
tough
home.
game.
Then Brighton at
Tough.
home. Then Newcastle in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Then United in the FA Cup.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot
Third
the
round.
Cup, yeah.
Then you got the North London derby. Then you got Aston Villa. Then that Champions League first leg. Like,
That's not the first
No,
leg.
that's the last Champions League.
That's
game.
the last.
oh, is it?
that's
Oh,
the
the last
game.
game. Sorry. So that's a crazy run of games he's not going to be there for.
Yeah,
Probably
and,
longer than that,
um,
because that was only at the end of January.
So there was Wolves, I think I saw. in there as well.
And I think that's our season, our title done.
Really?
Oh, you're done now. Oh, before it was the striker, you need to get striker.
Yeah, but that's
but
with
now
Saka
it's your
in.
right winger.
That's with Saka in.
Surely you can buy a right winger then.
No one can produce
No,
like
you
Saka.
can't replace him. I
Would
mean,
you
look,
take Ismail Assar?
No.
Why?
Back
They're
up?
not going to replace him that quickly.
and then look, I think it was also like
You should have had a backup plan for years.
That's the
on
problem. The
Saka.
depth,
That's
the lack
thing.
of
Yeah.
depth. The
You've
lack
not
of
had a
depth.
backup plan for him for years.
But he's been but it's
Nah, you should have. No.
but again that's why I thought Sterling was brought in. Why isn't he?
Surely it's his.
I'm not
standard.
saying he starts games, but when we're wrapping up games 3-0, 3-1, why don't you take him off in the 65th minute when we're done? Why don't you take him off?
So then it's Sterling's time now. Surely. Has to be.
Or maybe
Maybe I thought
Martinelli
he
goes
was
on the right
defenseman.
wing, and he was quite good on the right wing because
Yeah,
on the right wing all he has to do is just cross. You don't need to
Yeah,
use
'cause
this.
He's only strong for
You don't need to use this brain. Just cross. You can look down. Just cross. And his crosses are really good.
He's yeah.
Yeah. So I think unfortunately it's over because no matter who we sign, we're missing out our most important player and our most dangerous player and our most consistent player. Yeah.
I mean, this is something new for Arsenal. You know, like you said, Saka's not missed more than 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Now he's about to miss a lot more than 2.
Yeah, no.
But if
Fuck.
you get through this period, you get a couple of wins, you stay in that contention without Saka, then that's huge for the team then.
That's huge, and then it will mean that at least he's got a little bit of rest and he can come in when the title actually running in. But we've relied too much on Saka for these past few years, and this season as well. He's been our most dangerous player, inside out. And how do you replace that? You can't. Yeah, so I think that's unfortunately us.
We'll
done.
move on then. So
We're
Right.
completely
Go
done.
on.
Is it like a small chance that you can?
There's a small chance, obviously.
Are you on
But
5 HP or? is that sniper shot hit you again?
so what happened?
Are you
is-
done now?
No. So I built around me.
Yeah.
I slapped a med kit, and then the storm is getting me now. So I'm in the storm. and it's like a 2-hit.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've got no more bandages, so there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, that's what it is right now. But I guess we move on to
Yes.
Manchester United versus Bournemouth. The Cherries win 3-0.
And we got Dean on the score sheet.
The chill
The
guy
chill
Dean,
guy.
the actual chill guy
Oh,
Dean.
you scored.
The real chill guy
Yeah.
Dean.
Yeah.
Dean
Yeah,
Hoyson.
celebration for us.
no, I'm not doing it.
Oh, you
Okay.
know this celebration.
But we haven't heard a lot from you, so take the floor, mate.
What was that? Back-to-back season now, innit? Losing 3-0.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
mad.
at Old Trafford. Yeah.
Yeah. Would I say this one's worse than last year? No, I said last one was worse.
Wait, how though? You're 13th.
No, the result. I mean,
Oh,
the game.
how dominant they were. Yeah.
Yeah, because they could have scored more.
Yeah,
They could have scored more.
But yeah, I mean, I've said it for the past 3 episodes. Just I keep saying lack of quality in the team. Innit? Yeah, this guy keeps saying, "Oh, can Bruno play here? Can Bruno play there?" No, stop it.
Can Bruno not play anymore?
No,
Ah.
I'm for a number 10, right? When especially in Amram's system, you want someone who can carry the ball and drive in it.
Yeah, because he has wingers there.
Yeah. Bruno, innit, every time he gets the ball, innit, either him running after a ball or him just receiving the ball, it's always, hold it up, I'm going to hold it up, innit, wait for everyone to get forward. But you just allow the opposition team to regroup, and then you've just lost the chance. And then, I don't think Ahmad had a good game against Bournemouth, but
I don't
I'd
think
say he's
anyone had
probably
a
the
good
best of the worst, to be honest. Him and Ugarte.
Even Mazraoui gave away the pen.
Yeah, Mazraoui. I told you he needs to be benched, because it's going to happen eventually. He's going to have a bad game. That's expected. But in general, though, who was the defence? Martinez, Maguire, and Mazraoui.
Lenny Euro came on as well.
Have you heard his slander name?
Who?
What's his slander?
Have you heard Euro's slander name?
What's his slander name?
No, I think.
Make sure it's not racist.
No, wait, don't cut that out though. You can't say racist because
Just
then
say
they're
it.
gonna think I'm racist.
Say it
Okay.
then.
Say it then.
Say it. Say it.
Lend me a euro.
Yeah,
Lend me a euro. That's a good one. That's amazing. I don't know who came up with that, but I saw it earlier today. I was creasing. Lend me €1. He didn't, oh my goodness me. I mean, that's why he came, didn't he? For the money.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
go around it.
Yeah.
He wanted the
Money.
euros.
No, we went for
We're
10
not
out.
paying euros, we're paying
Yeah,
sterling.
he wanted the
I
sterling.
mean,
then.
look, we've been talking about Amadiola a lot.
Hey, let me continue.
All right, fine.
Oh,
yeah,
you
go
also
on.
Alright,
continue
it's fine.
slandering
Okay, so what did I
Diola?
say? No, I wasn't slandering Diola.
Alright.
But, what's it called? Oh, the left wing back.
That wasn't
position.
Amad Diallo, was it? It was a tired Diallo, probably.
I forgot.
Too many games.
Diallo.
Hussein Diallo.
That's, yeah, no. He was tired. A tired
A
Diallo.
tired
Yeah,
Diallo.
a tired Diallo.
Uh,
We need Amad back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
who do we play next?
Who's we?
We'll check.
Oh,
Yeah,
we play against Wolves,
yeah,
isn't it? That was
not
Wolves,
we,
Wolves.
but
You should be winning that. You should, right?
What? Who?
It's
They're
Wolves
playing
at
Wolves.
home.
Yeah, you should,
Wolves
you
at home.
should.
At some point, we need to see like a consistent team, as in like a consistent.
Yeah, he keeps
starting
swapping
11.
players.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's swapping players, isn't it? But like players are dropping out as well from like injuries and stuff. So I mean, there's not much he can do. I mean, again, I keep saying the left wing back position. I mean, it's been an issue for what now? Would you say since Luke Shaw's been there?
Yeah, and he tries to bring Malacia, and he's also just an injury prone.
Lord Almighty, Malacia. I mean, the thing is with Malacia, he's not played for like almost 600 days. Like, I can understand him not playing well, because like you can't expect someone who's not played for that long to play
Mm.
well. I think Dallas been atrocious this whole season.
Yeah, he has.
Like
Big drop off.
even left wing back, even when you put him on the right,
Yeah.
like, I've just flattered to deceive. I don't think Onana was at fault for that game. I wouldn't really say. I mean, the penalty is a penalty.
Mm.
The header, that's Xerxes' fault. And then.
I mean, talk about Xerxes.
Wait, hang on.
The two strikers?
Stop interrupting
Let
me.
him land. You know?
Fine,
Let him
fine. He's
land.
been landing for a long
And,
time.
the last goal, I mean, it's blasted at him. Like, I mean. But, I mean, if you go to. Okay, we can go to the
But does he
striking.
still have the highest save percentage and clean sheets in the league? Or did that last one episode?
He did last one episode.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay. No, I just need to make sure that the fake stat man over here.
It's not a fake stat.
It's not, but it's like 1%
If I'm
difference.
getting a new keeper.
It's
anyway.
probably minus 20 now. Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah, you talking about
The
was
strikers,
Xerxes?
the strikers,
The
Yeah.
two strikers.
What was it like? Do you know this? Whenever they start in it, they don't impact the game, but either one of them gets subbed on, they do something like they do better than whoever was starting, which is like weird. But
Bro, I know, man. We need to go to therapy together. Like,
yeah,
it's
but
a-
you have Gabi Jesus.
no, it's a vicious cycle. We have it on the left wing with Martinelli
all over the
and
pitch, man.
Trossard.
Trossard.
Bro, when Trossard starts the game, he's crap, and you want Martinelli to start. And then the next game, Martinelli starts, and you're like, I want Trossard. It's a vicious circle, and it makes you go mad. So I know what you're feeling right now. Ahmad? I know what you're feeling right
Ahmad?
now.
I'm mad.
I know what you're
But
feeling.
yeah,
right now. It's a
but the
vicious
thing
circle.
is, like, even the subs coming on, like, I think the game was going when Ugarte came off the pitch. We were so open when he came off the pitch.
Mm.
And obviously, this is what I mean about Bruno can't play everywhere. Like, you tell him to play 10, innit, yeah? But realistically, what does he do in the number 10? Does he create chances? Does he drive at players? No. Put him in the 6. Is he, like, dictating the play, innit? Is he defensively sound? No. So then you get that issue. But
What about another player, Kobe Mania? What's
Yeah.
happened to him?
him?
The hype he had last season was
Yeah,
Insufferable.
isn't it?
Insufferable.
No, not insufferable. It's nice to see.
No, it's nice to see,
because
innit?
It's
No,
cool
no,
they
no,
mentioned
no.
it.
It's nice to see. But the thing is, that was in a 3-man midfield. We're going to a 2-man midfield. And, okay, he's coming back from injury, alright, fine, but I don't think he's been at the levels that he was.
That's
like,
why. Yeah, that's
last
why I'm
season.
trying to.
Like,
get
he's not
at,
like
yeah.
driving at players as much as he did last season, like. But I think that's it. I mean, I've said it in previous episodes, innit? We need like a whole new 11, as in like, we need 2 new centre mids.
But like in the Euros, we had a 3-man midfield. He wasn't really good, was he, Manu?
No, people gave him a lot of praise.
He wasn't good.
Nah, people gave him a lot of praise.
Nah,
I think
he's
he did
okay.
his job,
In
innit?
that final, he was terrible. He was terrible in that final. He was
Yeah,
terrible
but
in the final.
Yeah.
But you're saying that in the tournament he
That
wasn't
no,
good.
most of the tournament he wasn't great. He would have spells where he'd drive at players, like when Foden, when he had these little turns. But overall, he wasn't good. He wasn't great.
But I'm not counting Southgate tax anyway, it doesn't matter. But,
Yeah, that's a 3-man midfield.
Well, how about of course he's
no,
not been bad.
it's a hard
Wait,
3-man midfield, it's pretty good.
enough
sometimes.
about United.
Yeah, true.
What about just Bournemouth for being good? They are fifth right
Bournemouth
now.
just being good.
Fifth.
Um,
I mean, like we said, look how good Real is doing.
They've beaten who? Man United, Arsenal,
See,
City, and
Tottenham.
which is like what 4 out of the big 6 or traditional big 6.
It's not like a fluky thing where
No.
they're in the top 6 by luck because early in the season they actually deserve to be here.
They got a couple good. They got a lot of good players as well. Like
It's a very good
not
team.
just like in like one position.
Yeah,
like,
it's a very
all
good
over.
team. It's a very good
They're
team.
very, very athletic. They're very, very.
Yeah,
And when he
athletic,
came
yeah.
in,
Iraola, yeah.
Iraola, I was really good.
I thought he was pretty,
really
yeah.
big fan of him because I remember he was played against Arsenal close into his starting career, and you could see what he was trying to do. And you know these managers that come in and they try and implement what they can. Like obviously Ten Hag, I'm using an example, Postecoglou, but Iraola is actually doing his style and he's doing it really well, and he's signing players that are smart and they suit the system.
Yeah.
Dean Huijsen brought in. Obviously, he was very highly rated. He joined Roma on loan when Mourinho was there, and Mourinho is the godfather of defensive football, and he knows a good defender, and he's managed the best defenders in the game.
Mourinho bought Lindelof.
Yeah, okay, yeah, true. But you know, what I mean, the likes of Ramos's, Pepe's,
Yeah, of course.
Carvalho's, Terry's. So you know he knows a good defender. Juventus let him go. I don't know why. He's coming now, and he's shown he's a really good modern centre back,
100%.
playing out the ball, and that's very rare. You know, types of him like Pau Torres. Like they're not. These are special kinds of like defenders, and if you're playing this modern way of keeping the ball and trying to dictate the play and control, it needs to be everyone on the pitch: goalkeeper, in defence, midfield, attack, and they've across the board they've got a really good team. It seems they really enjoy him as a manager, and they really enjoy the style they're playing. And the most important thing, they've got belief that they can beat these teams.
Yeah.
They've got belief that they're good enough. It's really good, man. I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Bournemouth. I mean, they're forward, and I like their players. Like I said, they're very athletic. It's not that they try to sit back and counter attack and cook you guys.
Yeah.
They press you very, very like strong. Maybe even like crazy strong. Like it might be too long down, but they're controlling the game. People like Milan Kirkers, people like Evan Nilsson.
Link with
You
Liverpool.
know.
Oh my god, man! This.
Evan Nilsson,
even
Kirkes,
Semenyo.
though,
Yeah,
Kirkes.
Semenyo is very
Man
good.
could have had
Semenyo is
Kirkes
very
for
good.
15 million, man, in the summer.
Like it's just insane.
Semenyo is the
I
top winger.
swear, I remember I told you I said if you didn't get Elise in, I wouldn't mind Semenyo if you came to Man
Yeah.
United.
Yeah, he's very good.
I mean, look,
Very
that's what I'm
good
saying.
winger.
I really, really enjoy when these teams like the Bryans and Bournemouth, they pick up these young talents
Revive Clive
and
as
make
well.
them good. I mean, again,
Oh yeah.
revived him, even, you know, of course, son of a big footballer, but he's been amazing when he, of course, scored a lot of penalties this year.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, part of the game. We said that.
Yeah,
before.
well,
of course. But I'm saying in
First
general,
person to get a hat trick of penalties.
penalties,
yeah,
last
but that's what I'm
week.
saying, like,
How did Cole Palmer not do that?
We'll talk about Chelsea later.
Because Madueke that used to steal his
Oh
from
yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah. They kept trying to steal
but
it,
like I was
yeah.
saying, Bournemouth, and I really enjoy watching them. I mean, people like Kirkers, I mean, of course, linked to. I mean, I think the whole squad, it will be like decimated if they don't, you know, try to tie them down or something. I mean, look,
Yeah,
I think
right,
even if you
yeah.
tie them down.
I mean, look,
some of the
people like
squads get
Semenyo,
decimated.
someone's gonna try to get them.
Yeah.
I mean, look, players like Milan Kirkers, they don't come around. I mean, too
Please,
often.
man,
Very quick, very
please.
good on the ball. Got very good. I mean, and he's good defending as well. He's got everything that you need from a left back or whatever, full back in general. I mean, look. I
We're
mean,
saying
how-
they stay in the top 6. Are we saying they're
I
going to
think the
stay?
top
No,
6 will
they
get
won't be
very
there.
rough. I mean, look, again, they're above City now, but how often do you think that City will drop down
True,
further down?
that's true.
I think
That's
if they
true.
finish 7, that's pretty good for them.
Yeah.
That's very good. For
Any,
them.
very good for them.
any European
No,
football
because
would be a dream.
they finished like when Eddie Howe was in charge. They would finish around like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, but it's like this type of performance, the way they're putting away these big boy teams. I mean, look,
Yeah, it's very impressive.
very, very impressive. I mean,
Oh, we didn't talk about how about the fact that United conceded 6 set pieces in a row.
Yeah.
yeah, of course. I mean,
Oh yeah,
but, you know, as soon as I remember, I was watching some reaction and stuff. I was literally when they said, "Oh, we're gonna concede," all the United fans said,
Yeah,
"We're
no,
gonna concede, we're gonna concede," and I just see them fly. It's just so funny to watch them react. But look, I mean, United.
I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, I said it in F1.
I'm not saying about the players.
What?
Do you
About
think
manager?
Amron can do something here?
No.
so where are you going to finish then?
But I think I understand the players aren't good enough, right? And I understand some players are out injured. But you need to save face.
Yeah.
You need to change the system in a way.
No.
Because he can't go down the Postecoglou route.
No.
Again,
no,
I'm
because-
gonna talk about Arteta here at the start of his tenure. Obviously, we finished 8th, right? But at the start of his tenure, we were playing a 3-back. That's not his philosophy. We were playing a 3-back because he had to use what he had, right? And that allowed us to win the FA Cup against Man City. We beat Man City and we beat Chelsea, who were heavy favourites in that game. and he adapted the way. Great managers, they change the way they need to play. And not even great managers that survive the storm is because they change stuff. I'm not saying there's a storm now, but I'm sorry, you can't just say the players aren't good enough, we're going to stick to... No, because that's the criticism that Ange's getting. And do you want to go down the Ange route? Because you're going to need to sign a lot of players to play the system, by the way. It's not Gyökeres, for example. It's not one player, it's not two players. You need 4, 5, 6 maybe players.
We need a whole
I
new
think that's a
11.
bit...
No, but the thing is, though, when Abraham came in, he said, either we could... I don't know what the exact call was, but either, we could, what's the phrase? When you stay in a game, you're not performing to, like, your style of play.
What do you mean?
What's it called?
What's the
ride it out.
No, as in like ride it out, as in like
He's
grind
not
out
even
the results. That's what it grind out the
yeah.
results, or start the process now, innit? And take the hurt now, innit?
This is a Premier League season. United cannot finish 13th.
The process...
I think we can. Why can't we?
No, you can't.
No.
I think
You should-
I would much rather us.
Oh, that's
no,
ridiculous.
You can't be allowed to do that.
I would
That
much
is
rather-
ridiculous.
No, because
How the mighty have fallen.
no, that's the thing.
disgusting.
That's we need to fall to go back up. We can't, grind out like results and not playing.
Your lowest
style of
finish
play.
was 8th in your history.
Okay.
If any man, if Amrin finishes 13, he's getting sacked.
No,
I'm
he's
telling you
not.
that
He
now.
won't.
No.
He
For
won't.
Man United
No.
standard,
No,
do you
no.
think they're gonna accept 13th place?
No.
I'm like, wait,
No,
what?
No,
But I'm saying...
13th place for Man United.
No,
Sack of
but
offence.
you're thinking of United like as general, innit? But where we're at right now, innit?
Yeah, I think
you
they
can't.
will.
This
I don't
team
think
can't.
they'll
I
sack.
promise you. No matter, even if you change like stuff up,
But
it's not doing
But
it.
the process isn't 3-4-3.
It
That's not
is.
the process. No, no, it's not. The process is getting Man United back to the top. How do you do that? It's not by the players aren't good enough, so I'm gonna stick
they're
here.
not.
But the process isn't. I'm gonna stick with my fullback and in 4 transfer windows. Then no, it's
We're gonna need one
no.
more
The
transfer
process,
window.
the process should be. You need to use the best of what you have and build up.
we don't
If
have
you
anything
finish
good.
13th, how is it gonna get better? If you finish 13th,
Can we get rid of a lot of players?
if you finish in the top 8, which again you finish on the
I don't
top.
think we finished 13th though.
If you get Europe, there's a foundation there. If you finish
we started the
13th,
Europa League.
That's what I'm saying. You got to
Yes.
win that. You got to go there and win that as
We
favourites.
should be winning the Europa League anyway.
but that's what I'm saying.
Every season we're in.
How
it.
easy do you think that's gonna
But
be?
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the process needs
Yeah.
to be getting good results.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, but-
it's the process isn't. Oh, we're trying something.
I'm not saying not get. Results will come down the line, is what he said. But for now, innit, it's gonna be like turbulent, innit?
Then that's fine.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
but
I'm not
I
saying
don't
the whole
understand
season
that.
written off.
But I don't understand
It's
that.
eventually, at some point, Man United will start getting results in a row.
But I don't understand that. On one hand, you're saying the players aren't good enough to play the system. So why are you playing the same system and expecting them to be better? I don't understand. Surely you change it with the players that you have.
And the players cannot be that bad. They can't.
The
They
thing
were
is,
signed
but
from
changing
clubs
it
where they
would be
were
going
good.
from possession-based football, which is what his style of play is, to counter-attacking football again.
No, but no, I'm just reacting to what you're saying.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're saying number one, the players aren't good enough to play the system.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're saying the results are going to come further along. How are the results going to come further along if the players aren't good enough and they're not going to fit the system?
I'm not saying all of them are good enough. Like,
Okay,
I
so
said,
Bruno, is he good enough?
no, but
Long term, do you think he's going to fit the system?
no.
Okay,
But
cool.
you could. It's same for like I don't know, who did you have like, I don't know, Aubameyang, innit? Like you eventually eased him out. We could do
Of
that to
course.
Bruno.
No,
Rashford is probably on his way out.
of course. But we eased him out when we were when we finally found our positional play.
Yeah, but eventually, okay, this like 1 week, 2 weeks, like.
And you're talking about
We'll-
we phased him out after 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And Rashford's been there for how long?
I think Rashford is. There's no way Rashford's being dropped for like disciplinary issues. I think he just completely doesn't want to use him,
That's the sign
which is good. He's
yeah.
starting and then move on with other players like Bruno, Garnacho, stuff like that.
But I don't think that's such a big decision to praise. I think Rashford is trash.
No, but it's the thing though. Previous managers in there, you say, oh, you got to use the player. They will use Rashford. They will use
that's
Bruno.
true.
They will stick to these players.
But
And then
again,
these players will cost them their job.
Course,
That's what I'm saying.
Of course. But but we can't apply the past to the present. You're talking about Rashford that's younger. This is
No, I can say Rashford when ETH came in. He was like what, 24?
that's
23.
young though.
That's not young.
That is
He's
young.
26 now.
Saka is 23.
He's 26
Yeah,
now.
but
With 3 years. Look.
But you're just talking about when he come in, he's 24. That's young. You just said 24
24
is
is
young.
not young.
Saka's 23.
That's not young. It's not that young.
Okay.
No, I think that this is not easy.
How
fix
old
for
is Phil
anyways.
Foden?
Like
24?
Yeah, something past that.
Is that not young?
Past that.
What's the year they cut off the young player of the year?
24, I think.
It's
Nah,
23.
23.
He's 24. He's not young player more.
But look, I don't think this is the point of the debate here. I think like, look,
And let's not forget.
No,
when-
wait,
look,
No, let him finish.
No,
Okay,
but
go on,
Rashford
finish.
probably had like what 300, 400 games under his belt by the time ETH came in charge.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Rashford now, where he is now, is rock bottom. I'm saying...
He was rock bottom when ETH came. Are we forgetting that season?
That 21-22 season.
Are we forgetting the season
He had
or
5
something?
goals or something the whole year.
Like, are we forgetting? Like,
He's
am
been
I
rock
forgetting
bottom.
something?
True, but then with Rashford, his whole career, he has a good season, then a bad season. Then a good season, then a bad season, then a bad season, then a good season, then a bad season, then a good
There's
season.
no more good seasons.
But that's
at
the
United.
that's the
It's-
pattern I'm saying. That's the pattern I'm saying.
Okay. All right. What about Bruno then?
I mean, Bruno is a wonderful player, but he's not just doesn't fit the system.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we just.
But look,
I'm not saying like you need like. Okay, I'm saying in certain positions we need more depth.
Yeah.
Because you can't rely on certain players to constantly keep.
Yeah.
It's like your Saka issue. Imagine we carry relying for Amadeo for like 4 years in a row. He's gonna break eventually.
Yeah, but okay. So what I'm saying to you now is, Bruno. You're saying in your opinion, Bruno's not good enough to play. So are you gonna keep playing him there and
We have to.
keep, or are you
Or
gonna,
Manu there,
or are
we
you,
put Manu there.
or are you gonna try and change it so he can fit somehow?
The thing, the man was meant to be there, but he's injured himself.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
okay,
like,
cool. But let me ask you this, yeah.
I like to see Manu there.
Okay, let me ask you this. You're saying Bruno's not good enough to play in this system. So are you going to keep these Bruno performances happening, which if you want to sell him, his value's going to go down, his stock's going to go down, or are you going to try and find a way to utilize his strengths, his world class abilities that he has?
What? Getting the ball in and just making like a grenade and constantly kicking it away. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's gonna work so well.
I mean, a few years ago, Man United fans were saying he's better than KDB.
Yeah, because we play counter-attacking football.
So that's what I'm saying.
We can't play counter-attacking football.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't you?
The whole identity needs to change away from counter-attacking football.
But you can't change the identity with these players. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know that, but as you said, we got to stay with the players that we have.
I'm
if
sorry.
they
I'm
can't
just
do
not.
it, innit?
It's going back and forth.
I'm just not accepting. I would never accept Man United
Yes,
finishing
of course.
13th place
But we're not
because
gonna-
of the
we're-
players.
We're 13th now. It doesn't mean we're going to finish 13th.
Do you think you're gonna finish
So
the
where
top
do you-
10?
where-
I think the
finish?
highest we might finish is 9th or 8th.
That's more
That's me
acceptable.
being
That's more
reasonable.
No,
Like, I'm
look.
being like genuine.
no, my
Do
point
you think you're gonna finish in
yo,
Europe?
And what's happening?
Europe?
What's happening with Europa League? Are you winning that?
Europe. Who's it? I mean, there's not really that many good teams in Europe. That's the thing.
Tottenham.
True.
But
And
we
where
just
are
talked
you
about
in the,
Tottenham.
where are you in the table?
I actually don't
13th,
know.
the 13th.
No, we're in top 8, I think. We're
You
top
have
8.
to be top
You're
8.
Oh,
We're
you're
top
right,
8.
yeah.
That has to be. If you're not in the top 8.
No,
that's
look,
bad.
my point is right. Is that this is not a quick fix. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah, we're
like,
top 8.
are they?
7th. They're
Yeah.
7th.
We got what, 12
Fair.
points? Is that 12 points? Yeah.
12 points. They're 7th. So.
Okay.
Okay, but when you look at... Okay, look at this
Yeah, I
list
know what
right
you mean. The
here.
rest of the teams, they should be winning.
Realistically, even if Man United are poor, you still expect them to win.
Yeah, but look, I'm saying it's not a quick fix. Like you're saying,
not a quick fix,
You're
no.
saying like it's your change system.
Give it-
Do you think these players, even in a counter-attack system, will be able to get wins? We saw them in
Yes.
10 hours, 43-1,
No,
4-3-3.
no,
Yes.
we saw Ten
No,
Hag's
no.
Ten Hag's system was like a... I don't even know what his system
No, look,
was.
that's what I'm saying though.
But, like-
Yeah, we saw him last year.
Are we going back to Ollie Ball or something? That's what you want to see, innit? That's what you want to see.
No, I'm just saying you can't just accept these results by saying the players aren't good enough. I'm sorry,
it
that's
is though,
deflecting
like,
the blame.
Because
That
no,
is
no,
deflecting.
That's deflecting the
innit,
blame,
but
man.
a manager can't teach a player how to do 5-yard passes and stuff.
But a manager can see what he has and use the resources. A manager can't go because where's everyone in the UK or in the world is slaying Ange for doing the exact same thing. His players aren't good enough, but he's gonna stick to the system. That's ridiculous, man. Come on.
But
We'll see
I
with a
think
few
Tottenham
more
have
games
better players
time.
than Man
I think
United.
we've not got
I
a big
think
enough.
I think Tottenham's squad is better than Man United.
No, but we
Our
need a
squad
bigger
is
sample.
so
How many games have you played
averagely
under Amorim?
8.
9 Premier League.
You need a
no?
bigger
No,
sample
it's not 9.
size.
8.
It's not.
goals.
It's not
9
enough
from
games.
8
to-
goals. No,
Not 9
Arsenal was the 7th game.
no, it
No,
was.
no,
Yes,
no,
it
no,
was. It
Arsenal was
was.
like our third game. That's our
Yeah, it
third
wasn't-
game.
no,
We're
it
wasn't.
only like 8 games in.
Wait, you say 9 games in general as an altogether?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in 9 games. He would know. He would know.
It's like 8-9 games.
But look, it's not a quick fix. I mean,
It's
look,
not.
by
Yeah.
the end of the season, do you think Amorim can get something? Do you think you go big in
I
January or
think
not?
by the end of the season, innit, we should have a clear like starting
Idea.
11 and an
Okay.
idea. I think I'm giving him his okay injuries and stuff in it, but at some point I want to see a starting 11 in it,
Yeah.
right? Of like whatever it is in it. What I don't. If Maguire's in it, I don't care. All right. At some point, a good starting 11, a consistent one that we play and like we can rotate when needed, but. As of right now,
You need a good Europa League run as well.
Yeah.
That has to
Yeah.
happen. That
Don't
has
get
to
me
happen.
don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of Amorim, and I think he's gonna get it right. All I'm saying is I think it's ridiculous how this blame is getting deflected. As in, oh, it's fine because our players are crap. It's not fine. It should never be fine.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's fine, innit?
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying Man United in general.
But, it's not fine that Man United are 13th now, innit? Yeah, but
Blaming Ineos.
I didn't say it. I didn't blame Ineos.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the Man United attitude.
It's on Ineos to remove these players and get the right players in.
Yeah, but it should be everything should be.
I mean, Ineos was the one that gave Bruno Fernandes a new contract.
Okay,
So we're stuck with
that's
Bruno
one side
Fernandes
of
now.
Manchester. Let's do the other side. You're still losing. Aston Villa beat City 2-1. What happened?
I'm dressing all black for a reason.
1 win in 12.
It's a funeral.
1 win in 12. Wait, talk about Man City, and the crisis that they're having.
Yeah. No,
Well, that's what we're doing now.
And we're gonna apply the same thing.
Good.
We're gonna apply the same thing because
No, but
you
look,
can't.
I did this last.
A serial winner, by the way.
Last week. Remember what I said about Pep already? We can mention again. I'm not deflecting from Amrim or my manager. I'm blaming the manager.
But you have
Partly.
world-class players. I don't have world-class players.
But look, you see we have world class players. They're not acting like world class players right now, mate.
That's the manager.
In the predictions, I was saying, oh, Aston Villa are very bad. Like the City will beat them, whatever. I know my team.
I said 2-1, so that's still right.
Wait, 2-1 to City? Or...
I said 2-1, so.
Yeah, but you said 2-1 City.
Did you say 2-1 City or 2-1
Yes,
Villa?
He said City.
No, he said City.
You
Yeah,
said
that's what I'm
City
saying.
win.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
I still said 2-1.
Alright.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I know how bad this team can get, and I know the quality Aston Villa have. I'm not gonna just say, oh, because they're bad run of form, Aston Villa are not gonna play well. And I know what our weaknesses are, and I can tell. I mean, look, that game, I read down before. It's a routine win for Aston Villa. Like it literally, they had no.
It was set up for them to win. The way he set his team up. Pep.
Not even that. Like that is true, but I'm saying in general, their performances. Aston Villa played so well. They played through us, and I knew as soon as the first goal went in, it's a long day for me. I knew that this 9 minutes plus stoppage time was gonna be horror show.
Yeah,
It's gonna be. I knew where it was gonna go, and it all it took was a few of our attacks, just like the way we were going, how quick we were going, and what we were doing. I could tell we're not gonna win this game. Like my head blanked after this because like, what am I watching? Like, there's no even a point. I know what the result is before it's not even at 30 minutes. And I mean, look, and if we talk about the goals in general, I mean, Yuri Tillmans in general, I think that he was, when he signed for Villa from Leicester, I mean, I thought it was one of the best signings that we've seen in that transfer window, and he's been underrated. I feel like, I mean, not many people shine about Tillmans. Any thoughts on Tillmans in general?
You wanted him.
No, not really. I don't think he's underrated. I think last season he had a good season, and this season he hasn't been doing good.
Really? I mean, I think no. I feel like I'm telling in terms of that Villa squad, people talk about Watkins and Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, unnoticed.
He goes unnoticed. His work goes very unnoticed because he's not like he's been injured or
I
something.
don't think so. I think last
Really?
season he was rated fairly.
Really?
Last season he was
people talk about him too much.
Especially in Conference League.
Yeah, he's rated fairly well.
But
and
no, but
this season he's not doing well. The other Kamara, he's not been doing well this season.
Watkins.
Watkins not doing well this season.
One guy is though, Morgan Rogers.
Yeah.
Morgan Rogers. I mean,
Was he
Wow.
not part of your academy?
why you throw him
City
for, right?
passed, yeah.
I mean, the fact that Morgan Rogers and Palmer are playing together and they're
They
both
la-
not at the club anymore.
The Lap as
That's
well.
mad.
That's
Lavia.
crazy.
Lavia,
They were there the
Yeah.
same year.
Look,
That's
there's,
crazy.
There's a list of players. You can read through a whole list. There's a list of players, including players that like Delap and Howard Bellis and players that we probably need now.
Someone-
even Tosin from Chelsea played for City's academy.
Someone said Pep can't develop young
You
players.
can't.
Nah,
You can't. No, you
I
can't.
don't think
Someone
No, you
said
can't.
that, and he's just listed.
You can't.
6 or
Because if
7,
you're
man.
bidding off all these talents, then it clearly shows that you can't.
And what?
He needs
and,
ready-made players.
and the way Foden
about
was
that.
spoken about when he
Oh,
was
yeah.
16, he
Yeah.
had that raw talent already. Do you know what I mean? So
Look, he can do it, but I think what he's doing now is affecting everything in terms of the youth setup because no, wait, let me finish. Is that look, what was I saying 2 games ago? Gundo, Bernardo Silva. We're saying game after game that they're not playing well. You even mentioned about Bernardo Silva. You were going quite heavy, Bernardo Silva. We know how bad he's been.
no, good on
Those
as well.
games.
They're
Both of them. I'm saying
terrible.
both of them.
I told you in the Euros he's stinky.
Damn,
Terrible.
Germany team.
He was
was that.
terrible.
But look, I'm saying that.
It's not a surprise that he's doing bad now.
Really?
He's terrible, man. He's past it. He's
Of
declined
course,
heavily.
he's declined heavily, but I'm saying Barcelona fans were raving at him when he was there. They were saying that he was their player of the season.
Oh, he
Yeah,
was.
they
He was
didn't
literally
want him
their
gone.
player of the
They
season.
didn't-
No, they
didn't want him to
were,
go.
but towards the end of his tenure, a lot of fans didn't like him.
I don't know. I think it's mixed. I remember when I saw a lot of Barcelona fans saying that they didn't want to go because they would complain about Barcelona board. No, they would complain about the board because saying you're letting go of our player of the season. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, they did.
And they're doing fairly well this season.
Yeah, 100%.
Would they do
Maybe
well?
Hansi Flick
Gundogan in his
identified
midfield? Hell no.
They've
No,
not
that's
won
true.
for like 6 games, haven't they?
Hmm?
They haven't won for 6 games in the league.
As in
Yeah.
what?
Barcelona.
Barca.
They
Yeah.
won 6 games.
But no, I'm just
And
forget
they
about
did,
Barcelona.
yeah.
Forget about Barcelona. It's not Barcelona show, right?
Why not?
But I'm saying, alright, calm down, alright.
Isn't that Pepsi?
But this is not this is not a problem. Is that we know game after game these guys haven't been playing. Isn't all like time to switch up? Forget about starting like other players like I don't know Nunes or whoever, right? Go into academy. Just start anybody. Just give someone a chance. Like Doku comes in and out of the team. Savinho comes in and out of the team. You're telling me they can't do anything better than Bernardo Silva?
Big man City fan asking his club to look down the sofa and pick someone up.
No, play that
Have some
James
shame.
McAtee. James McAtee did okay last season, and he needs a chance.
Does he not really play?
He literally has
Wait,
to
who
play this
else do you have
season.
in your youth system that can
Nico
play?
Ryan and James McAtee are the main ones.
What about Pusa?
Yeah, what about
Pussy?
Pussy?
Yeah, what about him?
He was there. It was a stopgap, alright. We had no centre backs, alright.
The
Leave us alone.
Simpsons.
Oh, right, okay.
Homer
But maybe
Simpson.
we
I'm
need
saying,
him back.
but James McAtee is the main guy. He's the biggest one we have right now. Of course, we have let go a lot of players. But I'm saying right now he's our like, and he's not getting a game. But what does that tell you about the rest of the players in the squad, in the academy? Like, if he's starting these guys over and over again, like who are having bad, shocking performances, like that takes a toll on everybody else.
Alright, cool. You start McAtee. What else? Who else do you replace it with? Who?
Try it. Where's Doku? Why is Bernardo Silva starting over Doku and Savinho or anyone else?
I mean, those
Formation changes.
Those
no?
two haven't been
Exactly.
good this season.
No, but that's also as I said.
Is
That's
it a free back?
this is a no.
But you're talking
No.
about replacing Bernardo for Doku or something. It's the same thing. They're both. They're all terrible.
That's personal's first point. Second point is how we're playing. We're playing so aggressive. Of course, we
Go on. Carry on.
okay.
I swear the high line gets higher every game.
No,
Despite
but
how
Ash, what's
bad
the
you
call
play.
Is that you?
no, but look, it's like he's so stubborn to like try like be humble,
Do you think he's doing this on purpose?
huh? Purpose? What does that mean?
That's my favourite saying.
Oh
Stay
yeah,
humble,
but Haaland.
Stay humble, eh?
We'll get to Haaland. Alright, look, in terms of the game
But
performance,
Pep, like, do you
alright.
think like he's doing this on not on purpose, but like this is what
He's
This
done
is
this
Pep.
before. When he loses games, he likes to play the same players again to try and make them work out, like to work out the problem and try to fix themselves. But we're in a rot like this. Are we not gonna like do something?
if Everton beat you, Lord of my.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think we'll drop points there. I think.
Is that Goodison?
it's only FPL.
No, they won't drop points. No.
No, but look, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Oh, my
Everton
God.
are very hard to score against, and they're very hard to score goals.
And we can't
Oh,
score
wait.
goals. And we're talking about that.
Yeah, Fez, yeah.
Phil Foden, Erling Haaland.
Or, I mean, there's not with Phil Foden, right? You know, Player of the Year last season, but like,
Robbery to this day.
but
He got
yeah.
he got the PFA for his goal scoring ability.
Well, you know,
He
with
can't
Foden,
even do that
right,
now.
like,
Every time he picks up the ball, he's just going for a shot. No,
Exactly.
no
Nah,
final third.
100%.
action.
He broke the duck with that goal. He did score.
I mean, it was a scrappy goal. But
Maybe that's all you need though.
Make
Just
a
that
wish.
one goal.
No.
with Foden, right, he's always had these world class players around him, right? So the pressure's never been on him.
Yep,
to
you're
be,
right. You're right.
You know, I'm the main man.
Last
No,
in
but
it.
last season,
Nah.
guaranteed.
No,
Yeah.
man, no.
Not
You
really.
told me he
no,
wasn't
no,
carrying
No,
us.
stop. No, he wasn't,
stop,
man.
What was he doing
stop.
then?
No, he wasn't.
Stop.
Nah, man. He got the PFA because of the goals that he scored. That's the bottom line.
No, but that's the point.
You need to get those goals.
You need to get
But
those
that-
goals.
But okay, cool. But that doesn't mean he was a great player though.
What?
That
Okay.
mean-
No.
What
I
do you
think
mean what?
No. I think
What
the
do you
hate
mean
is
what?
How
crazy.
can
The
you-
hate is crazy.
It's
That's
not, yeah,
it.
it is hate because he's an overrated player.
Yeah,
He's an
but
overrated
he's
player.
still-
And City fans, they have this pride. They don't understand themselves. Rodri wins the Ballon d'Or. He wasn't your player of the season. He wasn't Premier League player of the season. Phil Foden played. What's going on here?
No, okay. In terms of
PR
our importance-
players. That's what they are. PR
No.
players.
But I'm saying you're telling me Phil Foden had no good performances last year.
They were players better than him. Cole
Okay,
Palmer
but
was
no,
better
that's
than
not
him.
the point.
Bukayo Saka
Yeah,
was
but
better
that
I'm saying
than
for
him.
City.
For City.
This is we're not talking about the Premier League here. I'm talking about City.
They relied on his goals, not his performances.
And that's what the hell does
he
that
won
mean?
that one
No,
the
no,
title.
that means
But-
you can play bad in and still score a goal. Like Bruno Fernandes.
No, but
would do
he's
it.
playing good in scoring goals.
And he won. He
I
won
know
the
he
Premier
didn't,
League.
man.
He did.
I really
He won the
no,
Premier League for
Oh
them.
my god! You're telling me these goals are important to Greg's games?
They are important, but I'm saying my point. You don't understand my point. The premise was he got the PFA for the goals he scored. Okay, cool. I agree those goals won the title. But you're not hearing my point. He didn't play well. He didn't.
No.
In the in the games that he played last season, 50. You're telling me more than 50% of the games he played well.
Yes.
Oh come on.
Compared to the rest of our team,
come
guaranteed. No, you're
His season in general started after January.
Yeah, that's true.
Am
yeah.
I right?
Yeah.
That's
That's
true.
that's
That's
already
50% of the
that's
game.
already 50% of the season done.
But in the clutch games, in the big moments, in the last games, he was good
yeah.
enough for us. And we didn't have much last year either. This team is nearly a carbon copy of last year. So what's changed? Rodri injured. We can't just blame the whole season on that. And last year, Rodri was very good. Foden was our shining light in attack. That's about it. Look, you're thinking in the PFA form. Because, of course, I don't care about the PFA now. I'm talking about for us. for what we have.
No, you're right. I can't believe
He's not good enough, man. He's not good enough. He's
but
not, and we're finally
you're saying-
seeing it now. We're finally seeing he's not good enough now, and people want to talk about the past.
No, but
with his goals that he scored.
no, but I'm saying, but you're mentioning last year. You're saying talk about PFL. I'm talking about this year. He's been I'm not gonna say that.
Whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
close. I didn't say it. But I said this year. I know he's been trash. I'm not saying that he wasn't this year trash. I'm saying last year he had a better performance. No, you act like the whole season he was trash and he did nothing for City and the PFA. Okay, I don't care about the PFA. I'm talking about us.
His season started after January, and most of his performances are like now, but he scores goals instead of not scoring.
I mean, Rashford got slandered for that when he did it. So
I mean, look, the goals are important though. Look at us now. We can't score goals.
They are important. They are, but I'm talking about Phil Foden, the player. I'm talking about Phil Foden, the player. How they're talking about goals. I'm talking about the player.
That's true.
I'm talking about the player. So what?
It's a bit of both. No,
Is
it's a
Phil
bit of
Foden?
both.
Is Phil Foden this goal scoring merchant? That's it. I'm calling him out for what he should be doing. When Chelsea are not doing well, Cole Palmer's always there. When Arsenal aren't doing well, Saka's always there. When City don't have a performance, you don't hear about Foden.
Wait, England as well. England.
Oh, England
don't
performed that.
England don't do well. You don't hear about Foden.
it's always Saka,
All you hear about is, but he scored the goals for City. But he won the PFA award for City. What about his performances?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it for what he is. He's not good enough.
Yeah, for this year season guaranteed.
He's been getting the hate this year.
He-
Let's
he-
be
yeah,
honest.
bro,
He's been getting the hate now.
Do you know why he's getting the hate? Because finally, for the first time in that Euros, we all saw him for the player he is. If he doesn't get the goals, he's not there. Against the Netherlands, remember the Netherlands, that 5-minute stint where he dribbled past Blair and hit the crossbar. Then everyone, the whole of UK were like, oh my god, Phil Foden's here. What did he do for the rest of the tournament? Nothing.
But he's been getting hate though.
And he wasn't.
But
he
he's
wasn't,
getting hate.
He's getting hit.
yeah, did you not hear what I just said? I'm saying the Euros started that because people actually saw him for who he is. People saw him for who he is. He's not above Bellingham. He's not above Cole Palmer. He's not above Saka in England.
I mean, look.
He was protected in this City team for so long now, and now when he needs to be the guy, people
Yeah,
are
you can't do
talking.
it.
People want to talk about his goals. Why aren't we talking about who he is? Why aren't we talking about him?
Yo, I'm saying it's a guaranteed mixture of everything, but the goals are what we need right now. I said that against, who did I say against? United. Bro, I don't care about our performance, right? We need wins.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Now let me give that back to you. Okay, Aston Villa, right? If the Foden, the pockets that Foden picked up, okay?
Yeah.
If Foden had a better performance, you would have won, or you would have
that's true.
drawn.
That's 100%. You're right, but that we said for everybody. Everybody has had a bad performance. Even yesterday, forget that.
Yes, but I'm talking about Foden because he's supposed to be this guy. He's supposed to be the guy. Haaland, we know he's a goal scorer. Everyone in the planet knows he's not going to give you build up. He's not going to drag your team. Foden has been moulded for these past few years as the heir to Kevin De Bruyne, the heir to David Silva, England's greatest talent ever, better than Wayne Rooney. He's Pep's shining light, the Stockport Iniesta.
Exactly, yeah.
He's supposed to be the guy that's gonna bring you up multiple titles when the games are under pressure. When you need someone, you look at Phil Foden. We're looking at Phil Foden. Where is Phil Foden? But let's talk about Haaland. Haaland's not doing enough on the ball. We knew that. In the treble season, we knew that.
No, but you act like, see, that last bit, Phil Foden's been scrutinised enough this season. Bro, every podcast episode, we're always like, Phil Foden is not turned up.
our
We
first
invited
video,
him.
the
Because
thumbnail.
No, but that's fair. No, but I'm not saying that's unfair. I'm saying that's fair. Okay, cool. I'm fine. But people are going at specific players. This is the whole team. People are talking about Grealish. Grealish had a bad game yesterday. People are talking about Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's gone mediocre hate compared to Phil Foden. And Bernardo Silva's been bad. I'm saying everybody has been bad. I know what I mean. That Phil Foden should be the anchor. He should be a star boy. He should be the guy. But he's not been the guy. Of course, his performances of these games or whatever isn't at the same level what we've compared to before. Remember, we used to have the debate of Saka, Cole Palmer, Foden. That's dead now. For this season, he's dead. And it's probably will be dead.
season.
I think he'll be dead for in general.
And it will be dead for a while, yes, guaranteed. I mean, I don't know what type of revival he can have. Hopefully, I mean, the talent is there. He can get
revival is
something.
when he scores a few goals.
The thing is, though, we say a few goals, isn't it? But that's him getting on the end of it. That's not like...
Yeah.
Like...
No, I'm not saying... Forget
It's not
about
like
that.
Messi, innit? Like, dribbling past everyone, innit? And putting the
I need
ball in
revival
the net.
everything. I need revival performance. I'm not... And that's not just from him.
50% of his goals last season were literally... The ball gets squared across, innit? And he just hits it and it goes in. That was literally his goals.
I understand the whole team is playing terrible, but then you can't.
Yes,
we
I
can't.
understand.
No, but then we can't be flip floppy. When we talk about Ruben Diaz, and some people criticize Ruben Diaz, you're the one saying, "But he's good. He's the only one good in this team." That's what he said. That's what.
No, but
Ruben Diaz is being good.
No, I'm telling you. You have to understand. everyone's been bad at points in the game. Ruben Diaz, one game will be good, one game will be bad. Of course, everyone will have a bad spell. This is what we're on right now. We're on this rot. Every game, there'll be one player that might be a shining light. Phil Foden's supposed to be that shining light. But this whole season, he's not. That's my main problem. At some games, Crystal Palace, we mentioned that Ruben Diaz blocked whatever, saved us from losing the game. But I'm saying, Phil Foden, not at one time was ever the main player on the pitch, ever. And that's where I agree with you. I'm saying he can't create enough, he can't make the goal, he can't do anything to impact the attack. But this is where...
Doesn't that go back to your point?
So January.
Yes,
At least it goes
Yes,
back
it
to your
does.
point.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not against your point. You act like I was
No,
against
he
you.
means in general, Phil Foden as the player.
He's terrible, man. He's terrible.
He's not a good footballer, that's what I've been
He's
saying.
terrible.
You are right. I don't know.
Oh, you agree that he's not a good
the,
footballer?
the most protected footballer, surrounded
Yeah.
by talent his whole career. Cole Palmer, he was at City, they chucked him out.
Yeah.
He's gone to Chelsea now and he's the guy. Yeah? When you think about Chelsea, you talk about Cole Palmer
yeah.
FC. You can say that's a bad thing, but that's a good thing as well. Arsenal, since he was 18, Saka's been there, been that guy. Around all the rubbish that we've been through, from 8th to 5th to 2nd to competing for title. That's Bukayo Saka. He's been there, yeah. And you either have it or you don't as a footballer. If Foden, yeah, was that guy that City fans are talking about, he wouldn't be performing this bad right now. He would be dragging you across. My point is, he's not that guy that everyone thought he was, and we should be calling him out. And you're saying he should be criticised. I think he deserves more. I think he deserves more criticism, man.
I think he's criticised enough, man.
No.
He's
So
guaranteed
essentially,
getting
No.
Phil
You
Foden
said
can't
after the
perform
Euros he'd be
without
getting
other world-class players around him. That's basically Phil Foden.
That's City in general. They're gonna always have world class players. They're gonna always have it.
So you're saying if City's team was performing right now, we'd see a better Phil Foden?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god.
Because
he'll be riding the success as he
That's
does.
what I
for the
mean.
past
That's
few
what I
years.
mean. So he would.
But
be.
look, my biggest thing now, but I don't look. I think that when you're going in this role, we're talking about all these players and we're saying they're all bad. So what do you have to do? You have to go back to basics. You have to start defending better, attacking better, and try to play to even close to their strengths. Erling Haaland, even in the treble season, when he was just sitting in the box and not offering build-up play or whatever, right? We know that that's not his strength. His strength, he's just sitting in the box and scoring, right? In the treble season, he's just sitting in the box and scoring,
But
right?
he's doing the same thing he did in Champions season
And
now.
that's my problem. This is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
What is Erling Haaland's in Dortmund and for other teams as well? What's his biggest threat? What is his biggest threat? Do you know?
The physicality, the running behind.
Running in behind, the transition. Can we? I'm not saying become a transition team, but can we in phases?
Adopt it more.
Can we not use it a bit more?
If you become a transitional team,
I don't
you'll
want
be
to
even
become-
worse than you
No,
are now.
no, that's true. But we have to do something.
Yeah, they
We
can't just forever sit
so
in there.
what do you want us to do? That
Wait, okay, so okay, let me just add this up, yeah. So Gundogan and Kovacic or
Bernardo
Foden,
Silva,
Bernardo
Walker.
Silva, whoever's in that midfield, they're getting run ragged now when they're trying to dominate the box.
Yeah, no,
So
but-
when they're transitional, you're gonna be even more.
He's
no,
not
that's
saying
not my point.
transition team. He's saying incorporate some more different styles to their
try to
game.
do
going
something.
Go a bit more balanced.
No, we have to do something different because this is why I said that I'm not confident against Aston Villa game. I wasn't confident in any of the games because all we're doing is just replacing the players and doing the same thing.
You're confident
Are we
against
not
Man
doing that?
United.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you change,
He was
if
confident
you,
against Man United.
if you change,
You're confident against us.
oh yeah, you were,
Yeah.
yeah.
Open.
You're
If we
confident
beat them,
against
we're
us.
back.
Yeah, if we beat Man United, we're
Oh no!
back.
I said if.
We're
You know,
back.
I didn't say
Oh,
when.
if. He was smiling behind that screen.
Yeah, he was,
Of
innit?
course I was.
Yeah.
When you, look, when
this
your
guy,
rivals drop
man.
points, you have to get a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
But
Back to life.
look, you have to understand that
to reality.
we have to do something different. I can't against Everton. If we do the same thing, we're gonna drop points or lose or whatever. There is nothing gonna happen. What are we gonna What do you think is gonna even do anything? There's nothing. All we're doing is picking players. Doku comes in, same type of performance. Savinho comes in, same type of performance. But these are not bad players. It's just we're not doing anything. I
So
don't
it's
know.
down to Pep, really.
This. That's what I'm saying. I see people online saying the players this, players that. Players, of course, are part of it. But this is where the best manager of all time needs to do something. Think of something.
Okay, let's say he doesn't. What happens to him? Are you sacking him?
Where do we finish?
Oh.
How low?
Let's say
Six.
fifth or sixth. Sixth.
Outside Champions League, we have problems.
Oh, really?
You wouldn't accept one season at Champions League.
No, I think Pep. Ooh.
Do you think Pep will accept that?
Pep won't accept it.
Pep won't accept
but
that.
Did you imagine Pep in Europa League?
I don't think he will leave this season after signing a new
No,
contract.
he won't.
But-
No, he won't leave. I know
I
that
think
for a
if he
fact. He won't
continue
leave.
this into next season.
But what if he
yeah.
finishes fifth? I think he's going to stay sixth, fifth.
Oh,
No,
no, if you finish fifth, that's Champions League spot as well.
I will never say to sack Pep. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if you're asking, is it gonna be a bad season? Of course, it's gonna be a bad season. But what are you asking? We're not gonna sack Pep.
Do you think Pep has written off this season? Like mentally in his head, he's like,
That's another
Yeah,
question.
I think
That's a good question.
I think so. Yeah.
You
he's
think
like,
he
"Nah,
has?
I can't do it
I think
anymore.
so.
I think we just have to.
I
ride
think
the
I think
storm."
what you're saying with the fact that he's so persistent, I think he knows in his head
Yeah.
it's over.
I think he only signs that 2-year contract if he knows the season's done. I think he's here trying to. He doesn't want to leave City like this. He wants to leave City when we're at least there. Like how Klopp left. Klopp did. I mean, of
What,
course.
fifth.
What?
He wants to leave in fifth
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I don't think he'll leave.
in the championship.
Championship.
No, okay, calm down, bro.
I
calm
imagine
down.
get relegated this year as well.
It's
Oh
not
my
happening,
God.
man.
Hey, you're closer. You better watch out, mate.
Yeah, you
Bro,
can't
you're
be
closer to
sure.
us than the top.
But you
of
know
the
what? Do you know
relax.
because City are doing so bad? That would be less of a damage. If you're still top of the league and you're like,
Yeah.
hey, you're going down, then it will be peak. Now that they're crap, the problem can be like,
Exactly.
hey, mate, carry this on in championship. But I just want to say one thing before we move on to the Chelsea game.
Chelsea game.
Just one thing, yeah. With the 1-1-5 charges and the fact that we might be hearing,
130.
or 130,
Yeah,
we might be
130.
hearing a not final verdict, but we might be hearing more about that around
That's why
February,
it's already
March.
been decided now, no?
Yeah, it's gonna be like February, March. Why on earth would a football player move to Man City before
That's
that
a good
windfall?
point.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah.
So who are you gonna sign? Because if I'm a
think-
professional footballer, I'm not even to go to that
Oh,
madness.
imagine signing a 5-year contract and they get knocked down to the
Yeah,
championship.
You think?
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
a
wait.
That's
problem,
not
yeah.
happening.
No, but no,
Then
but
it's
people-
No,
not.
I'm saying if it happened, innit?
No,
Like,
but
you
no,
sign a
but
5-year
these-
contract and bang, you go down to
No,
the
but no.
championship.
This is my point, though. In this whole 115 whatever, right? Last year we had 130. I'm saying 115 before, right? 115 before. It was more talked about and more big before.
No,
Right now
but
it's
no,
not as much.
I agree.
Wait. But we still had the opportunity. We got Savinho, right? He still joined. There must be something there.
It's
No,
not. It's
okay.
not. Savinho is not like the equivalent of signing like Florian
Wait,
Wirtz.
Savinho was from their City.
Oh, yeah, that is
No,
true.
no,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
still, and also my second point is that Pep signed 2 years. I don't think, and also there's already confirmation that there's no relegation.
You
People
should
saying-
be. You should be.
What?
But that's not the whole.
Wait,
that's
where's
not
the
happening.
confirmation?
It's not
Huh?
happening.
No,
I think
there's been so many reliable reports.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
I don't know won't get
Wait,
relegated.
there's been
But where's the
re-
confirmation?
Okay,
Wait.
Lameland.
There's been reliable reports saying that.
Who?
Just name them.
There's so many. Just you can look up yourself, right? But I said that apparently there's no relegation. Like what people are saying, like Crep's gonna sign a relegation,
Yeah, yeah.
relegation clause, whatever, right? There's no relegation clause or no whatever. He's not gonna leave like that. He signed 2 years. There has to be some like AOK, some sort of Pep must. Of course, he's not dumb. Pep has to be questioned that. Am I gonna get relegated? Is City gonna get relegated in this situation?
If they were in that, I think the media would be much more on it.
Yeah.
With the
But maybe he
130
wants to
thing.
challenge to get you out of the
Do you know what's
championship.
do you know what's interesting? You're talking about reports before Pep signed the contract. What did it say? It said if City were found guilty, Pep is more likely to stay. If City,
No,
yeah,
actually, no, I saw
yeah,
that, though,
that
yeah.
was all
No, yeah,
over.
it is, yeah.
That was all
Yeah.
over.
What's
Yeah.
And that agrees to that ties into what he was saying, where Pep
Yeah.
Pep wouldn't want to leave City in a bad state.
Oh, actually, yeah. Maybe. Oh, he gets you out of the championship back into Premier League.
Juve season?
Do you think?
Every big
Foden's
club is to keep
gonna
that
be the only player, and he's gonna stay in the championship.
But
I mean-
what happens though if you like? Because like, how is like City gonna play
Look,
like, players and stuff?
I don't know what's gonna go on.
What's-
I mean, look, I'm
You have to
confident.
fire sell your players.
Yeah.
I'm confident.
Oh, we could pick up some players.
I'm confident we won't.
I mean,
get
nobody's
relegated.
gonna- yeah, it's pretty
I'm very
much
confident we won't get relegated. I'm very confident. I'm
They
I
should
don't
get
think it's happening
relegated.
either.
Clown
I'm
this
confident.
in it, yeah. If they get relegated, yeah, I want
Yeah,
like,
me,
clown
me.
music in it around all
Look,
of this.
you have-
yeah.
you
No,
have
he'll
to-
get more. He'll get more.
Yeah.
He'll get
In fact, I
more.
don't even want him on the show anymore. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Alright.
Yeah, we don't need a
You
champion.
don't
Start
need to anymore.
championship
Yeah, you can go
podcast.
to, yeah.
You have to go to like Grimsby to find someone.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we'll get Salford in that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll move on from
Oh
that.
god.
Yeah, we'll move on to the mess of Manchester. To
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing?
I mean, it's pretty
We're not in
boring.
Manchester, we're in
Boring
Salford.
result.
Chelsea.
Chelsea 0, Everton 0.
I'll take it honestly because obviously I could go on about the whole title thing and being right about not being title contenders or whatever,
One
but
point drop, you're still
I'm not
you're
gonna.
still 4 points
I'm
behind.
not gonna go into.
It's
it
a good result
because-
for the title race.
Okay. No,
What, away
but
from home? It's a good result.
You're still
No,
4
no,
points
Many
behind.
teams won't be Everton away from home.
no, that's
Like
what I was
the
gonna
big
say.
six.
Chelsea themselves, our record at Goodison Park is horrendous. Like I think since 2017 we've won there like twice. So
Maybe it's the podcast curse.
No,
what?
it's not 'cause it
No,
happened
we're just
before.
crap at Goodison. It's thank God that stadium's done. Next season it won't be there, so maybe we can pick up some points from them now on. But yeah, it's just it's a 0-0 standard. I'll take it because they obviously kept a good result against you 0-0. We weren't going to do much better, I think, because our attack. Everyone's hyping it up, of course, but
Who's everyone? You.
The underrated heroes
me.
of
Yeah,
this
you.
game.
No, everyone's been hyping it up because everyone's saying we're in a title
The
track.
underrated.
Was Sancho playing that game?
Yeah, he was.
He was,
wasn't great.
and there was a moment where
Mr. World Class over here, by
could have broken away, but he decided to dribble back, and that's the problem.
What some world class performances?
That's the problem I have with these type of
Because
wingers.
since you said that, I haven't seen any, to be honest.
No, it's fine. It's been one game, but that's the problem I have with these type of wingers.
Oh,
They don't like taking the man.
Oh,
They don't
yeah.
like taking the man on. That's the difference.
was it
between-
against Ashley Young as well?
Yeah, it was against Ashley Young.
Ashley
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's poor from him. Yeah,
Oh
he sometimes.
my
And
God.
Young was on a yellow card, I think. Maybe he got subbed straight after the yellow card.
And there was
he did.
also other stuff like Jackson missed 2 chances. The first one I'll give him more of a let him off because it was like a cross from Palmer. Ball's a bit behind him. He just has to get on target. Doesn't go for a pick with his legs. Unlucky. But the second one, it's the one that came from the corner. He hits a post from point blank.
Oh yeah.
That one, these are the things that change games. Imagine that goes in. Could be a very different game. So
Yeah.
that was.
What about Palmer? Was he?
That was
Right.
probably his worst performance in a Chelsea shirt. I think that he was not good at
Yeah.
all.
Him, Sancho,
But he drew one though, anyway.
all of them.
That's what I mean. So I don't want to be too harsh on the
But he
players.
He's due a bad performance. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, it's I'm okay with it because one is Goodison Park and two is like, we're not going to win every game. No team wins every game, whether you're a title contender or as I'm saying top 4, whatever. You can't win everything. So 0-0, honestly, I'll take it. I think it's more on Everton for how
Can we
good
talk
they're
about
doing.
the 2 man of the match contenders?
Oh, there are some good players. Of
Wait,
course.
what like area of the pitch was it?
In the defense.
Oh,
In the
okay.
defense.
Oh,
In the
your
defense.
shaky defense that
In
won't
the
make you win the
defense.
league title.
okay, yeah.
It still can be shaky.
Yeah,
Okay. So Robert Sanchez, great game, fair play. It reminded me of the game against Bournemouth where we won 1-0.
Reminded you of like a prime night.
Okay, calm
Yeah,
down.
check in it.
A
It's
prime
about-
better check. Put a helmet on him. If you put a helmet on him to hide his hairline, I'm telling you, you'll be like...
No, it's about consistency though. Because can he keep this up? Because he's had 2 good performances now: the Brentford game and now this one. So that's good for him. I think Jack Harrison was the best chance of the game. Closes him down,
Oh
saving
yeah,
the legs.
yeah.
And Tosin
Yeah, of course.
covering that shot as well.
Yeah, because Tottenham was really composed at the back. Because when Everton did ever press us, he seemed to be the guy that just seemed to calm things down, play the ball over top. So I was proud of both of them too, because I've been slagging off the defense and saying that they're not good enough for the title or whatever. But if they can build on that and I'm wrong, that's a great thing. I don't want to be right about them being bad. I want them to play good. I want them to prove us wrong. So, yeah, no, if they can build on that, if Sanchez can build on these performances and show that, okay, I should start at this club, that's great. They prove us wrong. Then yeah, title should. We can talk more about it. But apart from that, there's not much to say, I think, that game.
I mean, I want to
Everton, you want to talk about Everton?
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say. I mean, look, I feel like, of course, we know what Sean Dash is about, but I feel like it's not a coincidence that Everton are doing well against some of the strong attackers in the league. No,
Maresca did say it's Everton. He thinks one of the best defenses. Like when they set up for a clean sheet, one of the best teams in Europe at it. And I'd agree.
We won 4-0.
No, but
they're
he doesn't
more
rate
open
you like
against you
that.
guys.
He don't rate you like
They
that.
don't rate you guys like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you say about open it, but
When he
Molly-
parks
when
the
he-
bus, you
he
can't
didn't
break
park
him
the
down.
bus against us.
No, he didn't.
No, it was open game, it was an
It was open
No,
game.
no,
Come
no.
on, how many
But
times? did
no,
you
no,
get
No,
but
but it's more of an
no, but it's
pressing
still-
to create the chances.
It's still impressive you won 4-0 against
Yeah,
a team that
yeah.
Chelsea and Arsenal couldn't score against.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
You give the flowers, but
You
it's
can
really
say.
good result. Yeah,
But he
really
I
said-
can't know if you're being sarcastic.
No. In the
He's
context.
patronising. We're 13th
No.
place. He's patronising.
Don't worry,
He's
his son.
patronising.
Hey, there's enough
Yeah,
moments to patronise you, alright?
Yeah.
Right now is no time.
No, in
No.
the context, it's a good
It is.
result.
No, it is,
But
yeah.
yeah.
They recovered himself, Everton, as well, from because they were bottom of
They're
the table.
still 16th, 15th, whatever.
No,
but
but
if they
start
pick
of
up these
season,
results
yeah.
against the big teams, yeah,
These
it's
give
good,
you confidence, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's good.
If the
Yeah.
big hitters can't score, who's going to score?
No, it's true. So I mean, they need to stay up as well. New stadium, so they have to stay up. And if he does that for them, they're gonna probably move him
But the
on.
thing is,
But it's good.
How long can they be this?
What?
Like, as in, like,
Well, relegation kind
it's
of.
been like what for like 4 or 5
Yeah,
years now.
they've been
This is
flying with
the-
it, yeah.
like, it's gonna happen eventually.
But
But,
I feel like, they spent a decent money on players like Moise Kean and stuff like that. I mean, look, they spent money.
but they flattered to the seat. That's the thing. Like Moise Kean, innit? They bought him in it, gone already in like one
Yeah.
window. Like
I mean, what? Who else is there? James Rodriguez. Well,
Rodriguez,
Beto's
yeah. They got him on a free. Yeah, Beto, like.
They don't.
Who
They've
else?
shown they're willing to spend money, and it doesn't
Yeah,
really work.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, look, one player that they did spend money on and is doing well for them is Iliman Ndiaye.
Yeah, he was
Why you
really
saying
good.
his name like that?
I just said his name how he said his name.
Say his name again.
No, I don't say again.
He's doing the meme thing.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no.
But
he's
I'm saying in
good,
general, I mean, look, he's been a bright spark for them. I mean, how much he can do on his own on that wing. I mean, even that Jack Harrison chance they talk about is a very good cross from him.
Comes from his
He comes from his cross, literally drills across. I thought Harrison was going to score there, but I mean, very good save from Sanchez. But look, if they're going to do something to try to stay up, I mean, they kind of need to stay up. Their priority basically is to stay up, because if they go down with a new stadium,
Big
You
trouble.
think that we're in a bad position if we go down?
Yeah.
No, but
Hey.
you'd rival them like in terms of who got the biggest stadium in the championship.
Yeah. To be fair, that'd be interesting.
Does anyone know how it looks actually?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I've
near the
not
water,
seen
isn't it?
pictures.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
quite
beyond
nice,
like the
yeah.
water.
Oh, no, I have seen
Yeah.
that picture. Yeah. No, I mean
So
they
the-
have. Yeah, they do.
So
have
the
to-
Liverpool people of Liverpool can take a bath after the game.
That's crazy.
Wow.
What?
I just realised what you said.
What do you mean? They're near the
Okay.
water. You can have a bath. Nothing to do with the area.
Yeah.
Bramley
Right.
Moore Dock Stadium.
Well,
That's the
how
name.
is everyone else's record at Goodison then? Because that one's
What in
horrendous.
general, like what?
In general, like yeah.
Goodison's
recently
always
or what?
been.
I mean, Goodison's always been-
boggy ground.
I mean,
Ashton.
I think it's a big
I
miss.
remember you had a 4-0 loss then. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
2017,
4-0
yeah,
yeah, they had a
We've
4-0
had a
loss.
4-0 loss.
I mean, look, it's a big miss for Everton in general for moving out Goodison Park. I don't know if the new stadium will have the same type of effect. You know,
That's
Goodison
true,
Park's
yeah.
very traditional, tight packed. You know, a bit like Selhurst Park, very like tight. Like
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
they're
you're
right
yeah.
there. That just
It's a
there.
stadium with a lot of charm and character.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
More.
can they replicate that and stay up in the Prem with the new one? We'll see.
I mean, how big is the new stadium? Do you know?
Is it not 60?
It's in the 60s. It's
60?
In the 60s.
Yeah,
It's in the
60.
60s.
I said that's way more than Anfield, and Anfield's still.
No, Anfield is
No, Anfield's around the
You're
same.
thinking of
Anfield?
Chelsea. Chelsea
No.
are
Yeah,
48K.
no, Anfield were around 50, but after a few renovations, they're around 60 as
Yeah.
well.
Wow, 60,000.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not seeing a picture of like the actual big new
I
built
mean,
stadium.
pull it up right now.
Oh, we don't need to do it.
No.
We'll just put it above our head.
Actually,
There is
yeah,
the new
yeah,
Bramley
yeah.
Moore Dock Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about Everton? I mean, Sean Dyche doing his
Um,
thing.
Is there any other players I want to pick out? No, I can talk about Maresca, the lack of subs. It's starting to become a bit of a repeat. I think against Tottenham, he subbed on Gusto. Game-changing...
Half time we took a levy, yeah.
yeah, but then in this game, it's a common theme. Even the Brentford game where we're struggling, clearly, to deal with their press. Didn't take off any of the wingers, didn't want to change anything up. And then the 75th minute is where he decides, I'm going to bring on Nkunku, bring on Madueke. It's too late by then. Like, if we're already struggling for that long, can't just expect these players to come
I
on.
think maybe he has faith in these players.
Yeah,
Now with the form Jackson's in right now, you'd want him to stay on the pitch.
it's true.
And Nkunku hasn't shown much.
Yeah, in the Prem, yeah, he definitely hasn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just annoying because
Could we get him on loan?
who you?
Yeah.
He's linked there.
What are your thoughts on Nkunku? I mean,
I'll take him on loan.
Nkunku.
yeah,
I mean, the hype,
Looking
the hype was
He's
big
giving him a
talent.
deep stare.
the hype when he joined was massive. Like,
I mean,
of course,
Bundesliga top scorer.
yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
but
forgets how
they've
great
not
he was.
utilised them properly.
That's what, because he is not a striker. He's not a
Yeah.
he's not a number 9, and we
And-
take
and
Jackson
his
off.
injuries as well.
Yeah, we take Jackson off, and then we try play him in that same role. And it's obviously not.
Wasn't
gonna work.
Nkunku signed after
Before.
before?
He was signed.
Oh, no, at the same time. No, same time.
He was signed in 22, 23 when we
Yeah.
finished at 12.
Yeah.
But it was like in December, I think, and he didn't join until the end.
Oh, it was
No.
a pre-contract.
He has a
Yeah.
pre-contract. Yeah, it was.
So
It was.
I think the way that Palmer took that position now was tricky.
Yeah, he was a player signed when we
Because,
were at Potter. So,
Palmer out wide, he's in the 10. He's performed much better than out wide this season.
Yeah,
Where are you gonna play Nkunku?
yeah. I think he'll be the first one out the door.
I mean,
in
imagine a
terms of our
Chelsea
players.
squad with a Cuckoo, like cooking, Leipzig cooking. I mean,
No.
That'd
say
be
that
But
for
that's
Man
why it's
United.
not going to happen
Say
because
that for Man
you take
United.
Palmer out, you take even Felix. If Felix are there, you got to take both of them out for Nkunku to play in his preferred
I think
position.
you've
It's not
overbought
happening.
in too many positions here.
They have.
No, but this is
overbought.
the Nkunku.
oh,
thing.
who'd have thought? Really?
Yeah.
You think
No,
they
but-
overbought?
Yeah, but Nkunku was bought and Graham Potter was still here. That's the problem with it. He's a player that wasn't really designed to be in this team right now.
True.
That's why it's not
I know,
working
and
for
it
him.
didn't help that he was on a pre-contract.
Exactly. So it's
Because that
yeah.
increased the hype.
Mhm.
That
Did he, have a
we're
long-term,
getting.
he had a long-term injury, no, right at the start.
And then
thing.
Yeah.
last year the
Yeah.
long-term
Yeah.
injury, so he'll be. I think he's the first player out for us for sure.
January or something,
There's links in January, but maybe
Loan?
not.
Wow.
please.
If it's in January, it'll be a loan
Do you think
maybe.
he's a revival for Nkunku?
No, he's still a great player. I think wherever he goes, if
Swap
it's
him?
the right team,
He's old now, isn't he? Is he 28?
No, he's young. No,
He's
check his
28.
age.
Nah,
he's not old. He's not
He's not
old.
old, but...
But he's 20. No,
he's
he's not old, but I think
he's
he's 28.
He's 28, 27.
27.
Yeah,
Yeah.
27.
That's still more
No, but
than
he
enough
just
time.
turned 27, so he's
Okay.
26. So yeah.
That's more than enough time for him. If he goes to a team that actually suits him, like he's gonna be their main guy,
wanna
he'll be
swap him?
fine. What for?
Do you really think Nkunku...
Sancho for Nkunku.
Do you think it's the time
No.
to be bringing
They've
in
got
players
Sancho
like
now
Nkunku?
anyway.
Yes.
Huh? What?
Really?
What is it?
Yes, I
Well,
think.
well,
I was saying he's out here begging for Nkunku. Do you really
Please.
think that Nkunku's gonna?
Nkunku in their team would be great.
In that 10.
In that and
oh
more in 10.
my god,
Yes,
man.
he'd be good.
I don't think it's a time
Holy-
for Man United and this type of crisis
No,
to
it
bring
is.
in a player
No,
like
it is. It's
Nkunku.
now or never, blood. You asked me this question, innit? No, it is.
He's just for himself.
No. Wait, what did he say?
No, I didn't. You said
We just
it.
laughing. You
Oh,
say
The way
that.
you said it.
Oh, so yeah, it's now or never. Because I remember you
Black.
asked me what 2021, 2022, the year. Would you swap Bruno Fernandes for Nkunku and Verts in it? And I gave you a straight answer.
But
of
that's two
Yeah,
World
he's
Club
always
mates for one.
I guaranteed you.
But that's two World Club
Yeah,
mates for
I can't say
one.
He's always rated in Kunku as
No,
well.
but Verts
Nah,
was he was like a younger player, and Nkunku was the more
True.
seasoned player.
You seem to like Leipzig, like Timo Werner,
Oh
like Timo
yes,
Werner,
mate. I
Nkunku.
love a lot of their players.
What about Conor? Oh, Sabitzer, Conor Lima. You
No,
know,
no,
shit,
no.
go.
I think-
Sheshko.
No. Maybe Luke Aber. We could get Luke Aber, centre back.
Luke Aber.
Yeah.
It's not his name.
Xavi
That is
Simons.
his. What's his name then?
Xavi
Luke
Simons.
Isn't it Luke but like one? He's
Yeah,
saying
it
Luke
is-
Oh,
Abel.
sorry, I say it too separately, alright? It's I'm Eric Laporte, right?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think if we got Nkunku, that would be. That would take it. I don't know if you let him like go with like a option obligation to buy, but I
No,
think.
we're gonna rip you off if we sell him though. There's
How
no
much?
way.
Wait. Realistically, what do you think Todd Bowley would charge us? So how much do you think Todd Bowley would like charge Man United?
Because it's United, it has to be at least 50 mil. It has to.
Really?
That's a
Yeah.
fair price.
Loan fee and 50 mil. How about loan fee and 35 to 40
No, why are you
negotiation?
asking me? I am making.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
not
okay,
Todd
anyway,
Bowley.
Why you
anyway.
negotiate?
I
It's
digress,
not
innit,
Todd
but
Bowley.
it's just about Chelsea.
What would I accept at
What
50?
did-
Because
50?
it's a
How much you
direct
pay for
rival. It's a direct rival. I can't remember.
No, but we're giving you Sancho for 25.
That's your fault. Why did you do that?
How about loan in it? Swap those Sancho and thing and Kunku. I think that's fair.
But Sancho's already ours.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's
He's
not
yours,
obligated.
yeah.
They've got obligation.
Obligation is done.
It's
You never know. You might finish 13th.
Shut up, man. No.
the
Anyway,
wheels fall off.
but yeah, I mean, it's a lackluster game between Chelsea and Everton.
Before we leave you guys, quickly forgot, we're going to do predictions for the upcoming match week. They're going to be above our heads. So the first game we'll go is Arsenal versus Ipswich. I'm going to go for a routine 3-0 win.
Oh, me now. I'd say 2-0.
Go with that bit as well. 3-0.
5-0.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry,
Alright.
5-1.
5-1.
The next game is City versus Everton, 12:30 kickoff at the Etihad. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Finally going against City.
Yeah.
That might be your biggest mistake.
Okay, no, I'm gonna go with 1-0 City.
No, for God's, we're gonna lose now.
I'm gonna go 1-0 City. I'm gonna go 1-0 City.
I'm not going against them. I refuse to go against. 2-1.
City.
Yeah, 2-1 City.
Dean.
I'm going to say 2-0 City.
Abdul.
Yeah, I was gonna go 2-0.
Why is everyone
Okay.
going for City? You're not supposed to do this.
Chelsea.
Go against us once.
Chelsea versus Fulham. I'm gonna go with a.
Fulham could win.
I'm gonna go
They could,
with
yeah.
a 2-1 Chelsea win.
I think it would be hectic, can't I?
Yeah.
I think it would be a hectic game. 3-2. Chelsea.
3-2 as well.
I was gonna go 3-2 as well.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go 3-2.
Then we'll go with Wolves versus Manchester United.
Wait, is it Wolves? It's Wolves away, innit?
No, Wolves at home. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
as in-
sure.
as in-
Wolves at home. Wolves at
Is that
home.
more than you?
Yeah, as in Man United playing away. Yeah.
I think Wolves.
We don't have a good record there. I just want to put. That
I think
away.
Wolves are gonna win
I wouldn't be against it.
3-1.
Copy me in the screamer last week.
3-1. Wolves are
that
gonna win
goes.
3-1. That's my score.
What was it, sorry?
3-1.
3-1.
Wait, to Wolves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was 4-3 last season, by the way. I'm pretty sure. It was
I
4-3.
think.
And-
you
and
did-
Wolves- yeah.
oh, wait,
And it was
season-
that Kobe
yeah,
made
you
you
said-
goal. That was his debut
before-
goal.
Before 1-1.
1-1, right?
I think new manager bounce, of course.
They've already had to.
Matez Cunha hype.
Oh. Wants to come to Man United, apparently.
That would be a good sign. 3-2 for Wolves.
Wow.
And I'm gonna go with a 2-0 Man United win.
Okay, cool. And the last game that we're gonna predict: Liverpool versus Leicester.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna say
3-1 Liverpool. That's my.
3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah,
I'll go
3-1.
the same.
5-0 Liverpool.
Moving on this Roy. He doesn't like Liverpool. I think we put down a... One in Liverpool?
I thought we were going the other way.
Alright, 4-0
Okay, cool. So those are our predictions wrapped up for the next match week. And before we leave you guys, we just have a few
Did
parting
you make a
words.
prediction?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
made a
it's a
prediction,
3-1.
yeah.
He said 3-1.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah. I just got slide tackled there. I thank God. So yeah, before we leave you, we've wrapped up our predictions for the upcoming match week, and we'll just leave with our parting comments. So Yusuf, any parting comments?
No, Dean
to
always
the
goes
viewers?
first.
Okay, Dean, you want to go first?
Again, thank you guys for watching. Any feedback greatly appreciated. We are aware the setup's not good, but maybe soon we got something.
Oh, don't
Maybe.
leak it.
What do you mean?
Don't leak it, bro.
Don't worry.
Just giving it a little bit of hype, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yusuf?
Please like, share, and subscribe. Press the notification bell.
Touch? Huh?
Count that one out. Touch the notification.
No. Carry on.
That's it,
Okay, we're gonna cut him off. Abdul. Done. Thank you, mate.
Free Ahmad.